Yeah. Nope.
Sorry guys, I gotta read.
Alright, it's alright.
I want to try to read. Alright, you come to me in my most dark hour asking me for my assistance, my help. I look at you and realize this is going to be the last time I will be able to gaze upon you. The woman who I love more than life itself. Because I realize if you are to survive, I must stand my ground and give you critical time to escape to safety. I quickly hug you and tell you I love you and tell you to run for help. I will hold them off. I muster up all my strength and fortitude and prepare to stand my ground until I stand no more and pray to God that I have given you enough time to escape to safety. God, if you decide this is my last stand, I beseech you to let me go out the way I came into this world, fight, fighting to the bitter end.
All right. Ah! Everybody. I'm gonna need you to do it. I'm gonna need you to do another. You didn't give up TV.
Why didn't we do that?
Another one. Yeah! I'm gonna get that. I need something.
Well, hey, yeah, no, actually, this one is very explicit.
Uh-oh. All right.
I mean, that's what I got in memory, because I'm going off memory now. I'm not even probably with you.
What you got there?
Perfect.
Oh, and before I start, gentlemen, if I look at y'all, I'm not gay. Okay, because the poem is pretty explicit. Okay, hello, sexy woman. The things I want to do to you. My tongue and my dropping man ride wants to have a threesome. I want to get us a nice hotel room with 2 beds and a giant jacuzzi. I want to put rose petals on the bed, light some candles, dim the lights, make a fire in the fireplace, set up my portable table, massage y'all. But I'll step back. Give me a second.
Got it.
Come on, poet.
Got it.
But I bet you was wondering why the 2 beds, right? Well, I was planning on assisting you in coming, squirting, gushing, more than enough to totally soak down one of these beds, forcing us to sleep in the other bed before this night is through. Sex for me with the right woman is like heaven on earth, and I do everything humanly possible to make it last as long as possible. If you're looking for a quickie kind of guy, I'm not your guy. I'm the kind of guy who will tell you to stretch and drink plenty of Gatorade beforehand type. My tongue French kisses you with such raw passion that you instantly become wet. I drop to my knees, using my hands, and raise up your skirt, and my teeth to remove your wet panties. Tasting your essence. I started licking on your pearl tongue, stopping once in a while to tell you how great you taste, how gorgeous you are, and how lucky I am to be here with you. Then I noticed your legs starting to quiver and shake. So I quickened the pace of my lip until you erupted your pleasure nectar, which I eagerly ingest and savor every moment. Then I undress you and put you on the portable table, and I start stroking your body, focusing on all your stress points. Then when I'm through massaging you, I too get undressed. We entwine and embrace our bodies, and we slip and slide. arousing us both. Shortly, you feel my throbbing man rod starting to grow and expand from all this intense blood. Until I can take it no more, and I take my aching, throbbing man rod and I slowly slide it into your hot, wet, dripping honey hole. Feeling your vaginal muscles gripping me as we start moving in unity. We alternate between various positions in perfect synchronization as if we have rehearsed this beforehand. The intensity builds between us until I feel your pleasure juices oozing onto my scrotum sac, which causes me to, my membrane to swell, and we come together. Hey, that's how it begins.
I just gotta say, wow. All right. All right, y'all. Give it up again for Clint. Woo!
Yeah.
That was my fault, y'all. I'm so used to him being so violent, and then it came across like he didn't do it without the first time, which he did. You got the first home?
Yeah.
I live the life go down like that. We are in the life go down like that. Keep on, right now. We are in the life go down like that. Alright, I'm gonna do this piece for Peter. On my feet now. My feet them have walked in a life from Pumas to Pumps. They danced at balls in Bel Air and stripped regurgitating in some of Brooklyn's worst dumps. This is their story. My feet them at barely size 4 heard mommy screaming from behind the closet door. They stood there paralyzed from womb till sun till mom finally came to say, hurry up, baby, run. Daddy's taking the breath. My feet them at 10 and 3 lay pointed to the sky with him on top of me. My feet them at 10 and 3 lay pointed to the sky with him on top of me, watching crack vials swim by and oh God, the smell, thinking to themselves, you don't run so well. Then shoved, stumbling, bleeding into a laundromat, siren screaming loudly, we gon' get that cat. They never did, but we walked on. My feet them at what, size 6, standing look out for the drunk man caught up in Netflix and courthouse and juvie. And then reform school. Now dance is in the dirty as a rehabilitation tool. Out of the frying pan, right into the fire, because my feet them now lay freezing and syrup as red and white, rip a body from my body, bleeding lifelessly into a plastic bag, the fear of my mother. Boy, the gag. When I get up from here, when I'm able to, we'll walk on. It just won't be too. My feet them now grown as hell, wearing pumps and a wedding veil. Then back in service, a child is born. Back in the courthouse, a family torn, stomped in Air Force boots for 10 years long, and I still can't tell you what the hell went wrong, but that brother, yeah, he walked on. My feet them now all abandoned, torn, reflected upon the shoes they worn. Once callous over, now pedicured, we back. And remain in a life enduring, tap dancing on eggshells and life's last breath. We recline and wait, whatever comes next.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your feature?
Yeah.
Are you ready for your feature?
Yes.
Yes. Yes,
honey.
And we got a special, another special guest in the house. I just, over there doing the hoopy thing. I just want him to walk up to me right now because he's so sexy. Ain't he so sexy? Ain't he so sexy, y'all? Y'all give it up. No, I want to say about his nuggets. Javon in the building. Javon in the building.
Yes, honey.
How y'all doing?
Yes, all right.
I'm doing good?
Yeah.
So, I just wanted to do one. Can I do a rebellious poem, please?
I did what I did.
That is very true. After that poem, I can do anything. Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
so, this is the first poem that I finished after I heard about Michael Brown. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. But the song I sing is a dirge for justice, dying at the hands of justification. Seems like everyone wants to believe this is a blemish-free system, so of thee I sing. Sing of those who use justification like makeup to cover the breakout of racism, rising to a white head, so when they pop, they don't look all that bad. Sing of those who act like a leg shot and 2 steps back couldn't stop Michael Brown from quote-unquote charging, like it can't stop a fist fight, a knife fight, and whatever dangers a pack of cigarettes may cause you. Sing of those who place the victim's past on a scale, to see if their mistakes can outweigh their life's work, so they can ease their conscience, make them feel like America has been done a favor, as if this was her plan all along. So award the one who made her job easier with fame, a paid vacation, a personal fundraiser. Of thee I sing, sweet land of liberty. Being tainted with the bitterness of seasoned police veterans, the PDOGs, to do as I please, cause my cop goons ain't snitching on me. Of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside let freedom ring, but if your caller ID don't come with the proper address, they'll still ignore it. Just taking pride in the massacre makes you wonder who the real terrorists are. Terrorists will give you a summary execution, then make a movie out of it. And that comment had nothing to do with James Foley. Unlike Oscar Grant, the U.S. seeks justice for his killer. Why can some mountainside sing land where my fathers died, but the mountainside where shadows get casted still sing land where our children died, live for 4 hours on hot concrete? Why are we still treated like trash heaps instead of Americans? Why still them and they instead of us and we? Aren't we all Americans? Is it because freedom is the bridge connecting all mountainsides? Justice is the support beam, and if justice doesn't get exercised, it grows too weak for freedom to carry any more contestants. Why every time we bring the question of equality to politicians, they act like it's a blemish-free system and reply with one-sided statistics, brainwashing statistics, statistics that train shadows on shadow boxing. I've never seen shadows blame themselves for where a sundown placed them, but some of them told me that black-on-black crime was the welcome that cops used to wipe the responsibility off their badges. They say if we fix ourselves, just fix ourselves a little bit more, then maybe, just maybe, the political gods will bless us with approval to live. We are people. Now, a problem to be fixed, nor a fucking statistic. Crime is equal across races. Our reaction to it isn't. So if black-on-black crime is really in existence, it might be because there's no white folks in that district, and this is just the result of forcing a culture into impoverishment with nothing to thrive on but themselves. But everyone wants to believe this is a blemish-free system. So they'll say there's racial injustice, police brutality, justification of the annihilation of a race. I mean, self-defense is the result of a culture's flaws, but I see it as the cause.
Right.
Y'all give it up again, Mr. Bone.
Yeah.
Rage. I need you to say, rage, take the mic, please. Rage, take the mic, please. Rage, take the mic, please. Rage to the mic, please. Rage to the mic, please. I don't think he hears y'all because I don't even start drinking. Rage to the mic, please. Rage to the mic, please. Yeah, all the way to the mic. I was reaching for the evening. Give them some love. Rage! Woo! Woo!
don't believe you. How y'all feeling tonight? Feeling good? Y'all say feeling great? Feeling good? Feeling good? Feeling good? I'll do that quiet shit. Y'all better shut that quiet shit.
Shut that quiet.
Y'all heard some good poetry. Y'all some dope ass poems. But y'all like, it's whack as shit. Y'all start y'all snap. Practice snap. Let's see snap. You like something you snap. You clap. I don't like snap. You clap. Let us know. You like something you snap. Stomp your feet. Throw a chair. Don't talk to get a force from a place. Right. Do it now. Don't go so big. Go. It's fine. Do something. All right, but hold on. All right, check it out. This is not just us right here, right? We have a whole world watching this right now. Right now, we're involved in the Poets of Ferguson. Y'all know what's going on in Ferguson. Right? You're gonna be under the rock. So right now, we're doing Poets of Ferguson, and what it is a 24-hour live stream on the computer, on the internet, live stream poetry show. And it just started a couple hours ago, and we're a part of it. This is the Dallas version, Detroit is now, so we're on the world. Everybody say hi to the world, say hi world. Keep going. And the point of us doing this, right, we're raising money for the protesters in Ferguson. A lot of these protesters, they they're on the front lines. They're in the belly of the beast. And they have the legal fees now. They're getting beat up, fucked up, but they have to pay legal fees. So we're doing a 25 live stream where people could donate and help all the money is going to go to a fund for the legal fees of the protesters in Ferguson. Clap for that. Clap for that. That's a real part of right now. Okay? So right now we're being streamed all over the world right here. Live stream. If you want to get involved, if you're at home, all the people at home, if you want to donate, go to poetsforferguson.tumblr.com, and it has the whole donation process on there. And please donate, please help, or spread the word, share the link, do whatever. Go on your phones are smart enough. Who got that new iPhone? Who got that shit? I'm a rock. Okay. It's on layaway. What is it? Number 5? It's 6. I'm gonna get it when 8 comes out. So yeah, so go on your phone or whatever, go on Facebook, Twitter, and hashtag Poets of Ferguson, and you're involved with Poets of Ferguson, and you'll see the army that we got on Twitter and Tumblr and Facebook and whatever. I call it the hashtag Avengers. This is a black poem because black is everyone's favorite color. Black gold, black polish, black oil, Bacardi black, Clint black, Jack black, black berries. I like my women just like I like my coffee. Free. Yes. Not Starbucks black, dirt black. That only can be seen under black light. Everybody wants to wear black until they're seen under black light. Under black light, black wallets look like black pistols. Black pistols look like yellow tasers. Every color except black can be black and not black at the same damn time. Orange is the new black. Oh, shit. Black tint, black ops. You wear black when you don't want to be seen. My black don't worry about that. My black is always seen, so tuck that white shirt in those black slacks. Black jacket, now you classy black. Black on white, that's a party. Black on black, that's a funeral. No, white shirt. Black shoes, black socks, black suit and tie. Justin Timberlake with the hell out that black, right? Black is beautiful when it could wash off. It's funeral when it can't. And who ain't dying to be black? Black is a hot topic. Black is gothic. Wear it with black lipstick. Black roses, black keys, black crows, black death. Takes no time off, no black Sunday, no black Sabbath. There's black clubs and black music. The police cracking the balls with black clubs is black music. Now everybody put your hands in the air. That's how you dance. Black. The blue suede shoes of black hurts. You'd be amazed what grow from black soil. Black coal, black diamonds, black dollars are flammable. Black Wall Street, black violence. One black represents all black. That's black privilege. Black privilege is a black sword with 2 black edges. I mean to call a black card, that's how to call a spade, blackjack. On the 21, you're a black target. Look at the black shoulders with all that black bruising. That's what happens when you gotta grow up quick. Shazam. Black Adam, black Eve, black ribs, black sister. How heavy is your hair? Look at all that hair. Can I touch it? Let me run your fingers through the roots. You might forget your slave, and you better curve that black heart. Black hate is better seen from the inside. Look again. Hashtag on black Twitter. I don't like my blacks too black. They stink of outhouse and antiseptic, and I like my women just like I like my coffee. 3. We're all under the misconception that our black is different. While the world can see our black convenient, but my black has never been convenient, so I became loud black, proud black, unapologetically black. Shit, I'm contagiously black. I'll turn your neighborhood black, your kids black, your wife black, your God black, whatever stereotype you make black, I'll be that black with a black barrel and my black back. Yeah, I'm one of them underground railroad blacks. My black won't let me fall behind. My black won't let me fall behind. My black won't let me fall behind. I live black, to die black, to fight black, and you got set by black heart and see a house of mirrors. I already have sex with a light song. I make love black.
All right. All right.
Y'all poets in here and shit, y'all got you do that poem for the first, that one poem you just wrote the first time, you do that shit, it's like, somebody get the Drake shit, alright. My name is Ray Almighty. I was on TV One Versus the Flow a couple weeks ago. If you have cable or don't have cable, you can play cable. Y'all have shit. It was really cool, man. That was the most exciting part of my life. So far, I mean, I don't know what happened. It's more important shit that probably happened to me. I still remember it up to that moment. You know, being born is a pretty big day. So fuck it. I mean, being born first, then versus love, whatever. Whatever. So, there's that. I try to get all the important things out of the way. I got CDs and shit. If you want to feel like music, you like what I hear, you like what you hear. I got CDs to sing on. But most importantly, we have a Poets of Ferguson. So I need y'all to please go on your phones, go on your Twitter, go on whatever, and hashtag Poets of Ferguson and say, hey, I'm supporting Poets of Ferguson. And you know, with you create a vibe and a ride, and Jabbar and Clarence and all of us over here. I drink because I want to leave Las Vegas. I drink because my friends are so fucking boring. I only drink on days that begin with T. Tuesday, Thursday, today, and tomorrow. I mean, there really isn't a reason for me not to drink. Last time I got drunk, I was listening to new Drake CD and ended up texting like 5 of my ex-girlfriends, telling them I wish my arms were long enough to hug you forever. Drinking and driving is just as dangerous as drinking and drinking. I drink because I want to leave Las Vegas. I drink because I'm a walking panic attack. Wrapped in false confidence and fancy words, and even though I'm tired of being a sloppy drunk, lying in a puddle of my own insecurity, I drink and let the alcohol lubricate my anxiety. Alcohol is way cheaper than therapy, so I drink because the world doesn't stop for your depression. I drink light, I drink dark, I drink my kidneys into an eclipse until my body is half moonshine and half mommy issues, until I'm nothing but a confused son born to a woman who said I love you like it's a fucking apology. I drink because I'm tired of seeing my father again. I'm tired of seeing his face floating in a glass of a whiskey, wish that my reflection and my shadow would switch places. I drink because I want to leave Las Vegas. I drink to joke. I drink to smile. I drink because everyone expects me to make them laugh. So I drink to lie. I drink because my life is one big performance and everybody's watching. Watch me get drunk and all my sloppy truths come pouring out of my mouth on the days that my bones feel like bars to a prison, holding in all the things I can't let go of. I drink to throw up everything that keep bottles inside of me. I drink because inside of me, I have a compass for a heart. And I always fall in love with women who have Bermuda Triangle smiles. I drink because I'm lost, scared, and too sober to admit. I drink to drown all of my problems, but they always end up floating to the top of my mind. I know this is not how baptisms are done. You can't dunk your demons in a bottle and wash away your sin. You can't keep trading the bartender spirit for spirit, because one day my friends get tired of babysitting my broken. And I'll leave Las Vegas in a pale white Mustang and a trunk full of my parents' bad habits. When it's all said and done, I drink because I'm not afraid to break. I'm afraid I'll never rebuild myself a better person. So I drink because depression requires way more maintenance than happiness. Check 1, 2. Okay, it's just mics. Check 1, 2. Good? Y'all good?
Yeah.
I don't believe you, all right? When I say feeling good, y'all say feeling great. Feeling good? Feeling good? The world is see that we can't let them think Dallas is all fucking. Feeling good? Feeling great. Thank y'all. Shit. I'll turn up. I'll turn up if you turn up. I'll turn up if you turn up. Y'all be turn up?
Turn up.
Yeah. Turn up. Swag. Let's do some nasty shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all saw the On the Run video thing, the On the Run movie show? Y'all see that? Y'all ain't part of Beehive? No. I got my Beehive membership card. Alright, there was a trail of ashes that went from the front door into the kitchen and ended at the heel of her feet. And she told me that by the end of the cigarette, the next thing she puts in her mouth is going to be way more addictive. There's a universe beyond your lips that's molded for my galaxy. And when the gravity gets too heavy, these hands are made to grip your ass, astrology, and slide inside your space perfectly. The only thing between us is time and muscle memory. So tonight, I want to explore you like it's my first time on your planet. Giving life the feelings you thought were extinct until you come harder than the Big Bang. I want to recreate you tonight. Because in our relationship, this is the only thing we ever did right. And you know what they say? Some say the X, make the sex spectacular. Make you lick it from your neck into your back and you're shivering, tongue delivering, chills up that spine. Skip the wine and the candlelight, no crystal tonight. It's far right with you. We fucking.
Yeah.
Deja vu, my lips start kissing up and down your scars, eating you like I'm a star. If I don't suck your fruit till it ripens in my mouth, no sticks, stems, or seeds, it's the whipped cream stream that leaves my face sandwiched between two thighs. Guide my head just in case I get lost. Matter of fact, rip my locks like a life preserver, even though I'm the one drowning. Remember when you used to call my tongue Moses? Yeah. Remember when I was cast to fit your mold, I fit inside you perfectly. I remember everything about this body. Every nook, every cranny, every landmine riddled with sensitivity. I know that spot don't make you bend like a question mark. Feet curl like a ballerine, like a ballerina, like it just had a house fall on you. Black Swan, I remember everything about this body. And you have 2 lips that'll mother pants off of any man with 2 eyes that'll mother submissive at any man with 2 lips. I'll walk you however you want me to walk you. You want me in control, not will. Just lay on your back, call me your trending topic, and I'll pound you like a hashtag. Nails playing tic-tac-toe on my back, and the word no is very deep on the damp sheets and good intentions. We made a bed of forgiveness and had sex on the ashes of our failed relationship. Bent over, throwing you backwards in that pool of sweat, and the small of your back I used to massage your shoulders. And I ain't gonna stop, right? I ain't gonna stop until you find me your octave. And when you do, we're just gonna lay sticky, nasty, funky, smelly, sweaty, sticky.
Sticky.
Oh my God, it's satisfying. And when it's all said and done, we realize that we're better at lust than we're at love. Fuck buddy isn't a demotion, it's an agreement until we find replacements. 2 story thing, a tattoo thing. And one day he said, don't they glitter dims. The ribbons in the sky fade. We follow these ashes back to our separate places. My only intention was to change the way you walk tonight. But I was just trying to stop you from leaving. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more. I had to do something. That's the nasty installment of this. Y'all still with me?
Yes!
That's what I like to hear. All right, okay. Like that. Ladies say hi.
Hi.
Ooh. Ladies say hi.
Hi.
Brothers say what's up.
What up, man?
I like that. Sometimes God writes messages on our bodies to remind us He was here. We just don't know how to decode them. So I'm here to destroy any self-doubt that you both are anything less than amazing. So allow me to break my actions down to layman's terms, words, phrases, meanings, poems, prose, definitions, defining to a science how delicate to treat one as divine as yourself. This is the science to loving a pregnant woman. I am. So lay to rest my pride, along with my addiction and solitude, and sadly enough, my independence. Not just because it's my job, because I want to. Shed my skin and create a new me to give you, because change is required to remain a constant union, moving, changing every second. We are to become BFFs with insomnia. Only sleeping blinks. It's more than a job for me not to want to miss a moment, so I steal every moment like Danny Ocean. I'll make a wish on every 11th eyelash. Stick between your sleeping eyelids to become a guardian to your midnight visions. Nightmares ain't shit for security breaches. And every once in a while, I sneak and peek to see if I can see the dreams like you are about to conceive mine. I thought poetry was the only thing I was good at. But believe it or not, everything and being in this universe has an instinctive purpose to nurture in its own fashion, especially fathers. Now, some embrace it and some run away from it, but cowards are flowers that don't get picked for the garden, or grow in the winter, or survive the fall, or keep all petals intact past the worst of times, or the sea of beauty in the curse of lions. Specific instructions like this one that says, have constant conversations with the belly button. Small talk, praise, and apologies for the mistakes you'll make. And despite the mixed up mind state of our race, this woman is not your baby's mama. This woman will never be your baby's mama. This woman is your life partner. Have the blueprint that it took to make your future. So every time you look at her stomach, goddamn it, fall in love with her over and over and over again. Not just because it's your job, because you want to. And I want to become a slave to this woman. Because catering to her today is the least I could do while she carries by tomorrow. Yo, I said slave, as in delivering double stuffed Oreos, the extra large pizza, 2 little Coke, pickles, and peanut butter at 3 in the morning. Like it's a gourmet meal. Even though it's a very disgusting combination of food, and she ain't asked to come either. It's a very disgusting combination of food. And when her hormones have a mood swinging like a pendulum, you allow her to piss you off to the point where you want to kill her with affection. Because how you treat the mother of your child is a reflection of how mild your temper would be towards someone that looks just like you. Last but not least, for some reason she's gonna feel ugly, even though she's everything but. So your job is to tell her she's beautiful. Your job is to tell her she's beautiful every day. Yell it, scream it to the top of your lungs, but don't let a word ever out of your lips. Put all this in a forehead kiss, and when the time comes, the way she starts to feel self-conscious about her stretch marks, you strip her naked in front of a mirror and tell her, sometimes God writes messages on our bodies to remind us He was here and we just don't know how to decode them. Then lay her on the bed and decode them. When I say feeling good, y'all say feeling great. Feeling good? Feeling good? Feeling good. I'm going to come back for next a little later. You know what? I want to introduce this woman. This woman. So she invited me to the show and I was honored. I know she came with it. She says, "You want to feature?" I said, "Fuck yeah, I'll feature." Actually, Rye we performed together my first feature ever. You know that? My first feature ever. Right? It was me, Rye, and Rain. Yeah. So please give it up for your host, your lovely host. Give it up for Rye. I'll be back.
Y'all give it up for Rain!
Y'all give it up for your lovely host, Ryan!
Y'all give it up for Rage! Oh my, Rage got me all twisted over there. Staying home and pointing at me and looking at me and stuff. I'm confused. confused. Y'all real talk though, I wanna thank Ray seriously for choosing our spot. I feel honored to be a part of the Fund for Ferguson, so I'm donating for sure. I hope you are. Hope you are. I hope you are. Okay, I don't hear you.
You like the one that's
I
The first one that ain't no second again. Alright, y'all give it up again. Right now we're gonna take a quick break. What I want y'all to do on the break though really is get to know somebody that you don't know. Right? Talk to somebody that you ain't talk to, right? Eat some of Rick's food, which is really good. It was that delicious. Alright. I just gotta go sit down because my feet hurt. Alright. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes. 2 minutes, okay? Alright. Now give it up again for Ray.
To turn up a little bit, no, we still turn up a little bit, because we still on Ustream right now. So, I'm going to talk about some funny real quick. Right now, we're still taking donations, man. And really, we really appreciate everything y'all can do for us. Like we said, we like to run that jingle. We like to post. So right now, if you can, go on Twitter, go on Facebook, go on Tumblr and everything, go get the hashtag Poets for Ferguson. And while you're hashtagging, why don't you go ahead and go on Tumblr. Go on Tumblr, poetsforferguson.tumblr.com, and you'll see all the information to donate on the GoFundMe account. And we appreciate everything you do. We appreciate everything you watch. We appreciate you listening to us as a 24-hour live stream. We're doing it for 24 hours. And Dallas is part of the stop. We're going all night, y'all. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everything that keeps the show going. But right now, we're taking a very small break. And we'll be right back.
24-hour live stream. I'm really excited that everybody is watching, and I hope that you guys are donating, and if you can't donate, I hope that you're sharing with people who can. This is something that's very close to my heart as somebody who wanted to be in Ferguson. I wanted to go to Ferguson, but I didn't know how to ask the people around me, the people that I love, to please come put yourself in harm's way. So I thought that instead I would support the people who are able to be there and do that and are being arrested for it, charged with fake, false, fallacious charges, and support them with money to help them with legal fees that they can't afford. Legal expenses are astronomical, and basically all of this money will go to the MORE organization, which stands for Missourians Organizing for Reform and Empowerment, and they have a legal defense fund that will aid and help all the protesters who are currently stuck with legal fees that they can't mire themselves out of. And so basically this project is an effort to get people to listen to poetry, but first and foremost to get people to pay attention and refocus on the people who are on the front lines and putting themselves in danger. Police brutality is a difficult thing to articulate sometimes, especially to people who don't want to listen to us, that being people of color, and don't want to listen to or want to trivialize that problem. And so this 24-hour live stream is a way to give voice to voices of people of color for 24 full hours. We're often silenced, and this is a way to come against that. So again, thank you so much. We still have spots in the schedule for any poets of color who want to join in the reading. If you want to be a reader in the Poets for Ferguson live stream, hit us up, visit our Facebook page, or you can hit me up. I'm Sasha Banks. You can look me up on Facebook, follow me, and message me, let me know. We still have spots available for late night tonight into the early morning on Sunday. If you're interested, let us know, and we're going to get back to Dallas right now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Like a motherless child. Motherless child. I have a son, he's 26. I love him. I'm a black man in today's society. And I miss him when he doesn't call me. He doesn't seem to understand that I'm not trying to micromanage a black man. And I'm not trying to be up on your business. And I'm not trying to not let you go and be the man that you are, baby. I love you. I miss you. Like a motherless child. I feel like a motherless child. When I let him move out of my home, he didn't even look back. He just bought a new car and just stopped. And I know you're looking at me now, and I know you're watching. Matters of yours, matters of the spirit are matters of yours as well. I just want to say I love you, baby. And I think I need to tell you that every day because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel brotherless. Sometimes I feel brotherless. I want to say thank you all for coming out to create the vibe. I'm having a good time. You guys having a good time? Great time. That's what. I want to make this next one back up again. Not just because it's so sexy, but it's so good. Y'all welcome again to the mic. Javon! All the way to the mic. Say Javon to the mic. Javon to the mic, please. To the mic, please. Javon, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told her how old I was. She can't call me sexy.
No, y'all just walk away.
I still doing good? We good?
Yeah.
If I knew I was coming back, I probably would have saved it. It's cool though. So I'm gonna do a love poem, so you won't think that everything I do is rebellious. Our relationship. What about it? Our relationship is like the place on earth where the sea kisses the sky. It's always seen from afar, but far from being seen. Beautifully captivating, but uncapturable. Rather created by the view of each other because she's my sky. My breath of fresh air, my heaven, my nirvana, and I always feel like the sea. Because staring at her is like staring at an ocean view of a never-ending sunrise from a private beach on a remote island. I know that all this beauty I see belongs to me, and only me. And like the sun rays reach out the waves, she approaches me with a seductive catwalk. A thin bridge meant to hold only her and I, connecting our desires, keeping them far above earth, the catwalk. Is needed to reach her self-worth. Because the only thing I've ever seen her allow to come close to rising above that are her heels. Walking out in her shoes, you gotta have skills. And I love the way she dresses. With the strut of confidence. She was born virtuous, as if it were seamed into her genes. A blouse of elegance surrounding her like body paint. The left and right ventricles of her heart are dying cufflinks. Beauty is her makeup and wisdom is her crown. I said, I love the way she dresses. I much more love the way she undresses. I've been blessed to lay hands on a body hot enough to give the devil a fever. With her roller coaster curves, her body parts on my favorite theme, parts my beautiful dark Hershey part. My tongue runs across her body. I'm trying to capture all 6 of her flags. Her tulips are still my favorite flowers. But I love when her bush gardens turn to SeaWorld. She does the Star Trek sign on her legs. I sex out of this universe soul, since she is my magic kingdom. I rock her till kingdom comes. But these physical features aren't even the main reason for my satisfaction, but rather the fact that I could turn her inside out and be met with the same attraction. See, how the beauty gleams because of what she has within. So when I call her dime, it's short for diamond, because she's worth more than a 10. But Kanye West told me that diamonds are forever. So what we have should never end. But we treat our days together like there is no tomorrow. Turn them into mathematicians. Always make them count. Trying to reach affinity. We lie with each other and intertwine like figure 8s. Buzz Lightyear's travels to infinity. And yet is like a quickie compared to our love one day with each other. Like a lifetime of healing. Because through rich or poor, sickness and health, she has always made the worst feel better. So I tell her she is adorable. Literally, adorable. To open up my path in Nirvana and pack my growth of a heart with it till it overflows like rivers to an ocean, light from the sun, fresh air from the coast, overflows like blessings. God. That was nice, Mom.
Yeah, what? Very nice.
But I'm going to go back to my rebellious mom. I'll double back to the next one. A soldier at war. A soldier at war shot in his kneecaps, tries to crawl away to safety. An image of his wife and kids flashes before his eyes. Before the enemy turns him on his back and puts 3 bullet holes in his head, bang! My dad and my little brother. They cheered for their victory from the living room while I sit in the kitchen wondering, do war veterans ever get offended? By us making light of their traumatic experiences by playing video games like Call of Duty and Medal of Honor. Just think about it. How would you feel if they made the civil rights movement into a video game? It would be just like Call of Duty, but instead of guns and helicopters, there would be water hoses and dogs. Game. How many dreams you get Martin Luther King to speak like soliloquy before a ballistic construction crews hit to break them down and rebuild them now instead of everyone being of equal value? Your value will be determined by power and wealth. And how long can you get Rosa Parks to park her butt on that bus before injustice acts as an ejection seat? Hey, Outkast already has a theme song for that game. Like, hush that fuzz. Everybody move to the back of the bus. Now, what if the war in the Congo was a video game? How many conflict materials could you extract from the dirt before having your coochie licked by the barrel of a gun and eaten out by the bullets, your tulips being blown away into your pillows, wither and fall into the hands of Mother Earth? I guess when you take something from her, she wants to take something back. What if the Holocaust was a video game and you play Hitler? How many Jews would you kill before D-Day, suffocating them in gas chambers? Kind of like the way we suffocated our respect for those exposed to these traumatizing events and the poisonous mixture of our ignorance and desire to have fun. This does sound like fun, doesn't it? Of course it does. I see us play games of life all the time. We're in constant competition with one another because just like those video games, we only worry about the player we control. We treat life like a game. Like how many times can we call each other nigga before we realize that we are barricading ourselves behind the fence our ancestors take every time we utter the word. This is not a game. But whoever gives the harshest insult wins the argument. Instead of getting to the root of our issues, we simply prune the plant. We're cutting the branches off our tree of life with sharpened tongue, while only causing to grow in the opposite direction of the pain, and eventually we will lose our connection next game. Whoever kills the most gets awarded the title of original gangster. Fearless survivor. We stop mourning the dead to congratulate the shooter. Why do we make light of the darkest situations? Instead of collectively bombarding the dim light at the end of our shared struggle, we sit back as if we have our night vision goggles, getting comfortable with whatever darkness engulfs us. I thought doing what you had to do meant finding ways to escape your bondage, not finding ways to tolerate it by doing shit like eliminating the competition. This is not a game, but whatever boy has sex with the most girls gets crowned a real man. Or whatever girl gets up the quickest gets to keep her man. If life was a game, then whether it's sex or murder, your body count will be your high score. Broken hearts should be power-ups. Whoever displays the most amount of ignorance, cash, swag, or hold will always win. No. Life is not a game. We just treat it like one. Never consider the casualties, the victims, the reactions, the self-satisfaction, but a veteran will tell you that there was nothing entertaining about war. So we made it. A game. I'm gonna do one more poem, alright? I'll let you guys choose. Stop choosing is so nice to be another rebellious poem, a love poem, a nasty poem. That's the first one I heard. All right. Go right here. Tonight I want to catch you by surprise. Make music with our moans and our sighs and taste those juices that melt between your thighs as our temperatures start to rise. First, I want you to wrap yourself up in lingerie that reveals a body that's so heated. It made Victoria want to tell everybody else secrets. So don't run that trench coat just to make sure that she won't as you strutting your sexy heels. Just to get used to the feel of tiptoeing on stars, because that's our all we're seeing when we get high off this ecstasy. Just walk up to my door. No need to knock. It's a lock. You are the one I've been waiting for. So strut inside and you won't need that trench coat anymore. Because I plan to explore your body from the outside to the core. Yes, tonight I will do my research. Your body will be my thesis. Paint my types to leave you speechless as I stroke each key just right with the music with the light of the piano. Tonight, you will be the muse I see. Such beautiful music. I will use my tongue as a pen to leave little notes all over your body's canvas when I'm done. I'll take the time to strum your body like a guitar until I find hit each note I left behind. Tonight, when you walk in, all of the lights will be off. There'll be a candlelit pathway to my bedroom just so you won't get lost in my imagination because right now, it's running wild. Thinking of how I want to be engulfed in your silhouette. Racing closer to your boat soaking wet before we drown. I'll get you to make that mark in your back that no one can even feel tonight. I want to melt away our problems. You will be that fire I desire. So I won't burn my mouth. I'll keep some frozen fruit on the tip of my tongue as I travel down south, allowing those fruits to mix with your juices to produce the perfect smoothie. With nutrients to replenish my soldier. To these fans at attention, saluting that lustful flame and follow this battle tonight. He will be your captain. To make your body his prison, satisfaction his bell, your pussy his bondsman. He'll march along your walls. I keep each one down like the Kool-Aid man before he hears that thing. Oh, yeah. Then reconstruct them with the glue that you squirt out as we burst out each other's veins. Just so we can have a voice to run back to when we get lost in this fantasy world we created. I would know your return upon the sound of your final battle cry. I am coming. The eye won't arrive until you leave and return again. Tonight, we will host World War I and II on your physical terrain until you rain on our parade. I will catch you by surprise. Make music with our moans and our sighs. Taste those juices that melt between your eyes as our temperatures start to rise. We won't stop until pleasure is a stripper sliding down my pole, dancing to the beat dropping in your abdomen tonight. Tonight.
No. You remember this was your mom? We're playing, you ain't even old enough to know that. Amy walking towards everything. I want to bring up this next poet back to the stage again. She came all the way from Phoenix, Arizona. She cannot not do poetry. She said she doesn't have a poem. I never met a poet that didn't have a poem. She said she don't get a poem. But in the meantime and in between time, let's welcome back to the stage our spot spitter, Madam G. I don't know. She all the way to the stage.
Yeah.
Like it, Madam G.
I wrote this one morning when I was on my way to work. You know, sometimes we have situations where it hit us, and I just want to share this with you tonight. I want to start by saying I'm going to have to read this, but I hope you'll bear with me.
Go forward.
Thank you, God, he left. Thank you, God, it didn't work out. Let's praise him in advance. Thank you, God, I lost that job. I hated it anyway. Thank you, God, for the haters, for they make me stronger. Thank you, God, for temporary resting places, and thank you, God, for temporary relationships and temporary love affairs, for they are bridges to the true blessing, the true victory. A reason in the season, but you are, God, a lifetime. My God, a lifetime of friendship, a lifetime protector. My Father, eternal. Let's praise him. Without you, I am nothing. Thank you, God, for the wrong, for the disappointment, the heartache, for it is my training, my strengthening, my playbook. Thank you, God, for when I was lost and alone and across the Atlantic, thousands of miles away from home. No one but you, God, who held me. You were my friend and my family when I had no one. Thank you, God, for allowing me to be hungry, not just for food, but for knowledge. The hunger that comes from being exiled, being banished, being alone. Thank you, God, for the desire to know you, to commune with you, to be found. Thank you, God, for respecting me, rescuing me out of dark places. I was hiding from you because the enemy told me to hide. He said, run from me. Thank you, God. But you reached out to me, and I took your hand and you saved me. Thank you. Thank you for redeeming me. But this is not about a poem about Christianity. This is about relationships with my Father. You who loves me. Even though things go wrong, it is all about my thanks. Thanking God for loving me.
I'll give it up again for Madam G.
Thank you.
So I don't know. I think Kafi needs a little encouragement. To the stage. I just need a little encouragement. Come on, Kafi. Come on, Kafi. I like your hair. I really like your hair. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know about Kafi. Kafi is only a dope poet. I was gonna say to and that's what I want. Okay, she's a dope ass poet. She's also a makeup artist for Star. Me being a star. I got into her makeup bag earlier today. I was like, yeah, I'm not equipped for that, but everybody has their own talent, makeup, not mine. But this lady right here, y'all should check her out, follow her on Facebook, Instagram. Nola baby, Nola darling, them all of them. She's from New Orleans, so I don't know about them Cowboys, because they might go down with the Saints. I said go down, meaning the Saints going with the Cowboys. But they're still a Cowboys team. We might just lose. Anywho, without further ado, Kafia. Back to the mic.
Okay, so Rye is really putting me on the spot tonight because I don't even perform poetry anymore. I don't. So I have to like read from my phone and read from some paper. That's okay with y'all?
That's all right.
This one is called He Said I Was Different. He said I was different. So we spent hours on elbows and living room floors just talking. Trying to find a connection, his inflection, southern gentleman, our direction, anywhere but his bedroom, his erection, a mystery. Our minds make love first. I see the danger signs flashing. His eyes reveal a pain just behind the smile, situations back home too much for him to handle or deal with now. His story I do and do not want to know, less the better in this situation. But see, curiosity keeps me at hand. I was becoming more afraid of him with each word he spoke. I should be putting my tennis shoes on now, because I could easily fall in love with him in another space and time, like tomorrow, if he kisses me just one more time. My heart's not sure it wants love. However, my flesh just wants sex, and he could easily be next, but he keeps me at bay. The inner sex fiend pushes the envelope. I try to beg him. Seduction is a challenge now, but he smiles and politely says, Kafia, this is not the right time. I should be standing up now. But he kisses my forehead and my legs give out. He's winning. Walls are starting to crumble. I am plastering to repair. Something about his stare is making the guard dogs weak, and the electric fence has leaked and burnt out. I should be taking a step backwards now. More is not on his menu, and he is not serving forever, but I am becoming vulnerable, a place I don't like to be. His kisses are sweet, his touch even more mesmerizing, but it's nothing I haven't been able to conquer before. Sometimes the nice girl just wants to be a whore, and I tell him it's okay, but he smiles and says, Sophia, not today. I should fucking be jogging away now. But the inner sex fiend and inexperienced whore join forces and prepare for war. Never one to quit the game. This is not going to end good. Someone is going to get hurt, so I convert. Agree with his stance. A few drinks later, we are at his place. My lips are on his collar, kissing his ear. I devour every inch of him as if it's my last meal, choking on my pride to conquer, but reveling in the taste of victory. He is inside of me. The goals scream his name. Obscenities are spoken into the air. Hands cuffed in locked positions as the threats become more than I can bear. The lust has taken carnal to a new level. His name pours from my lips. We are spent, and I am trembling. He has won the war I was fighting. Consciously, I'm thinking like, this dirty whore. Pride scattered across the blanket, respect lost in the breeze coming through the window, and the inner sex fiend, this bitch is still not satisfied. But this, after all, is what I wanted. Not really, but it will have to do. Because sometime soon, this poem will be the only memory of you. I've had way too many vodka drinks. Not really, but this will have to do, because soon this poem will be the only memory of you. We'll see each other in familiar places, wave, smile, and pass through. You'll disappear, and I'll read this poem to remember the mistake I made when I said I wouldn't get attached to you, that my heart wouldn't feel anything for you, that this was just a good time to be had. Truth is, I fell in love with you.
Wow.
She done said she don't have no poem. That's one did you. Oh.
You said 3, I said I got 2. That's all I can do. I don't know. So I'm gonna do a piece that it's a new piece. The first time I ever performed it was last night.
No shit!
Wow. Actually, no, not no shit, I don't think. I'm gonna do an old piece.
Oh, shit.
It's called Good Morning Heartache.
Good morning, heartache.
Good morning, heartache. Good morning, heartache. Rain falls outside the open window. We lay as if there is nothing, the passion of the night before depleted. You at south, I at north, distance growing at a pace we both noticed. I love you. In a way that made me feel safe. See, I wear expensive mascara so I don't cry when you walk away. Love shouldn't feel this way. Shouldn't box me into thinking it was something real when reality is elusive thing, something dreamt of, savored, lusted. I just wanted you. With faults and issues and scars, broken and shattered, I wanted you. Because I was all those things, wounded and hurt and tainted and used, but the best of me, I shared with you, one piece at a time. But you never really noticed, kept speaking our relationship into circles, if confusion, we are this, we are not that, I am our heart, with fault lines and craters, with pain rest permanently to remind me that it can never be more than it is. Stark remnants left by her to remind me that there were others before me, during me, and will be after me. See, I loved you. Words I never dared speak to you, so I made it a verb. My actions spoke my feelings to you. I hoped you would see, but prayed you didn't. Because how could I accept you loving me back or not loving me at all? I'm left with some subpar explanation of love, ravenous and bare bones, hunting for darker skies where light isn't an option, hiding myself from myself as not to inflict unnecessary harm. Can't escape memories. My body yours, my heart yours, and even if you never knew, I loved you.
Yeah.
Do you want it on the mashed potatoes?
Yeah. Yes, honey.
Do you want some cornbread? How about some turkey next? What about some bread? Fish, red beans and rice. Take my advice, spinach with garlic sauce is the best thing, yeah, dog. If you haven't guessed already, I'm kind of hungry. Food's been sitting over there marinating without me. So we got a new poet coming to the mic. Shayna P, yeah. Everybody, he snuck in all quiet like a thief in the night. Shayna P, wait, mama, wait. I don't think your reception is good enough with that cute little skirt you got on. I need everybody to sing along with me. Say Shayna P. Say Shayna P. Say Shayna P. To the right, please. One more. Shayna P. I said Shayna P. I said Shayna P. To the right, please. Come on, give it up.
Alright, wow. Rye has put a gun to my head and told me that I had to get up here. So just letting y'all know that. There's a lot of pressure. I haven't actually spoken in a number of years, so bear with me. I do have to read it. At least right. You read. I got through grade school. This piece is called Aftergasm. This is dedicated to all of the ladies that have had a sexual experience in their lives and they reflect on it after the experience. Alright, Aftergasm. Provocative thoughts run across my mind as I imagine how we sexed the last time. Time stopped in my mind, and as I played back the climactic images of the energy I released from the feeling of you touching my breasts, I came. And as I sit thinking of things and prioritizing my life, I flash back and feel how you massage my insides. I came. I closed my eyes and ran back the sexual erotic ecstasy that we were enraptured in. I came. And as I touched your manhood with my orgasm-filled mouth, I saw your face, your curled toes, felt your hand on the back of my head, the short yanks of my hair, and you felt my tongue caress your veins. My pleasure in you pleasured me even more, and I came. I daydream of the things you did to me, the slight pressure of your teeth on my neck, your tongue sweeping across my nipples and breasts. As you go lower, my stomach quivers as it feels your sweet caress. Your head between my thighs, I now relax and close my seductively sex-filled eyes. I came. As you came up to conquer my body, your hands tiptoe over my thighs, butt, sides, breasts, shoulders. You cut my face and kiss me. What a sweet surprise. As you endeavor deep on your journey inside me, I awaken from my dream, wet to find I came.
Y'all make some noise for the poet, please. Please make some noise for the poet. Right. I gotta step out for a second. Okay. It's first. Calm down. She said dirty words. She said things that only happened in my mind. That's what I know. Yo, one more time for y'all. Give it up for the poet, please. Give it up for the poet. Give it up for all the poets tonight, right? Alright, Ryan had to step away for a second, but that's cool because I want to talk to y'all, alright? I'm not doing my poems yet, but I want to say something. If y'all don't know, we're doing the Poets of Ferguson. So that means we're live stream right now. We're talking to the world right now. So say hi, world. Hi, world. Come on, Dallas. Act like the Cowboys winning some shit. Say hi, world. You can say shit about, look, let me say, I'm not from, you can say whatever. You can disrespect somebody's mother. Be like, you know what? Your mother's this, that, and that. Like, my mother would be that. But say some shit about the Cowboys, though. That's a goddamn fight. Panthers? What is that? Anyway, now this is Poets of Ferguson, right? So if you're on Twitter, you're on any of the social media networks, please hashtag Poets of Ferguson, because right now we're live streaming. Right now the whole world is watching us and people are donating. We're getting great donations. I don't know if I can talk about it, but I was read that New Orleans had donated a lot of money. They had a silent auction, and they're doing a lot of heavy duty work over there. So give it up for the NO baby. They're going through some groceries. You know what? Dallas is New Orleans. I can't. Look, every group. How many people from New Orleans here, right? How many people from New Orleans right now? See? It's like the average. What is the average? I say, what, 3 out of 5 people? Oh, baby, I'm sorry. Don't do. Oh, say it again. Say it again.
No, it didn't, no.
The rat told me to get up. I'm not sure what she wanted me to do, though. Guess I'll do poems.
Yeah.
Is that all right? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Making nose curls. Toes. Like some bad what? Making toenails curl. Okay, I'm gonna do one poem. Now I'm gonna bring Ryan back up. And before I do that, I just want to let everybody know right in the icons, right? If y'all look around, man, they got some hookahs and shit. I can't do that shit. My lungs are fucked up. I had a fucked up life. I got shot. I didn't, but that sounds real cool, right? I shouldn't be saying this shit. I shouldn't be saying this. Oh shit, we should have recorded this shit first. Goddamn. Don't put me live on nothing. I will embarrass everybody. Shit. No, we're at Inhale Icons, man. This is a beautiful store. This is a beautiful shop. So if y'all are anywhere in Dallas, Texas, Inhale Icons is the next spot. Got hookahs and some sex toys. I walked in and saw a dildo. I was like, hey, that was a hookah lounge. Hey, so it was like I wasn't warned about this shit. That's a weapon. What the fuck? Who fucks this up? All right, so it's messed up because everybody's watching the shit, and I was just saying, "Fuck it, my name's Ray John. They know me." Fucking. That's some cool shit. Dreams are raindrops. I chase storm clouds until they turn to snowflakes. Rain dance, magic spells. Don't play the sexy music. The sexy music is nice. I like that. There we go. Yeah, do that. Just say do some shit. Let's make some shit happen. Like Ashford and Sims. Come on, go. Alright. Your dreams are raindrops. I'll put my sexy voice on it. Sexy voice. In dreams of raindrops, I chase storm clouds and they turn to snowflakes. Rain dance, magic spells, subscribe to lost superstitions. I gather every umbrella I can get my hands on. I turn them upside down and make a wish well. And deliver each one to your doorstep with all the spare change I can find. This is the exact moment when I realize that I am insanely in love with you. Because I want your dreams to come true just as much as I want mine to. Play hide and go get it with tomorrow and let your future find you. And failure will have a factor into this equation. You know what? It's cool. It's cool. Take shelter. Make your game plan. But I'm going to stand outside and wait for the next storm to come. And when you're ready, we'll cup our hands together and create your story. Create my story. And create his story. And let all the false stories fall down the drain because they're below us. But before it soaks into the ground, I want you to look down and smile and see that your beauty at your worst is your beauty at your best. Beautiful, flawless, and if I could bottle that smile, I'd save it, I'd keep it fresh, and I'd use it when I can't find mine. And when you can't find where you're going or feel unconfident in your path, I'll draw you the biggest umbrella map with a sponge in my hand, ready to get to places that you can't reach, which means I got your back, and the pool of dreams right to surround you, and I'm behind you, I'm beside you, shit, I'm whatever you want me to be, I'm just making sure that you stay wet. I'm making sure that you see the you that you haven't seen yet, or the you that I see, and I'll even tell you a secret. Listen, the same trips that can make ripples in a puddle, the same trips that can make waves in the ocean, which means even the smallest amount of faith can go such a long way. I just want you to believe.
Yeah.
I want to see you go so far that I can't see you no more. So far that your dreams and the horizon are the same length, because baby, heaven has no roof. I never want to see you try. Especially a dreams of raindrops. Because a dreams of raindrops, that maybe you and I could hold hands and slow dance in the middle of a hurricane. Until a gust of wind blows us away, but this ain't the wiz, but we acting like it is, because you give me heart, I give you courage, and together we make rainstorms and form of raindrops and a form of dreams. We don't call each other by our names, because one of our names will change. I'm tired of writing you love poems. I want to live you a love poem. I'm not your man. I'm not your friend. I'm your forever. And since I'm your future, you can just call me tomorrow. Keep making them sound. God damn it. Thank y'all for that vote. But y'all give it up for Ryan. Please give it up for Ryan. Right? Give it up for Ryan. Give it up for Ryan. I guess I'm gonna stay up here some more. Google's hers? Okay. Okay, my favorite.
I'm right here. Hold on. I was stopping.
Hey.
Like, I'm right this down history. I did a piece with Rage on stage.
Yeah.
There you go. And I almost fell off the stage, but I was
Y'all know what that poem was about? That poem was like a lot, you know. It's about you can't like fall in love with somebody without falling in love with their dreams. You can't like just, you can't be with somebody. You can't feel that you can't just be with somebody, be with their body, and not be with their mind and their aspirations and shit. Because it's not gonna work out. You know, I want to be a motherfucking astronaut. I don't give a damn about 48. You should, if you love me, you gonna help me be a goddamn astronaut though. Like you can't love somebody without loving what they want to be, and love them. You know, we have to have a common goal. You help me scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. You know, all that shit. Single.
Throwing that out there.
I don't know if that was an advertisement or a fact. If a fact and an advertisement, I was like, anybody want to catch me? I just leave it there. Don't pick it up. Just leave it there. Leave it there. So wait, let me ask a question. Okay. Did you ever? Everybody has exes, right? You ever had that one ex that you think about, right? You think about this one next. Think about that person right now.
Unfortunately.
Think about her name. No, look. Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? She's like, why you gotta pick up all this shit, guys? I'm like, can I finish? No, serious. No, you have that one ex in your life, that ex, whatever, you know. And you looking back and you grown now. You're like, why the fuck am I tripping over this person? Like y'all went through the breakup and you can't eat, baby. Can't sleep, baby. Y'all were like fucked up. Y'all was listening to them stupid songs and shit, crying, writing down the lyrics and shit. Remember we used to write down the lyrics of songs? Boys to Men album and shit. I'm showing my age. Boys to Men album was like this. Get you in your feelings. Jesus be a ladder. I need to climb the fuck out. Alright, so this poem is about like if I could write a letter to myself, my younger self, what would I say? And I thought about that one girl that I like really just did some stupid. Like, anyway. Open letter to my younger self. To be received the first time I ever got my heart broken. Dear me, you haven't taken a shower in 7 days.
Thank you.
Yeah. Your diet consists of shrimp-flavored ramen noodles, Cocoa Puffs, and vodka. You've been watching Waiting to Exhale and listening to John Mayer more times than anybody ever should. And you haven't taken a shower in 7 days. I know I said that already, but you really need to take a shower. Your addiction to affection is going to leave you with a papier-mâché stomach, empty NyQuil bottles, and a trash can of your trail spirit, and a meth lab where your heart used to be. I know you feel that she broke you bad, but she didn't break you as bad as you broke yourself. Stop calling her from different numbers. She knows it's you. Stop leaving poems on her voicemail. Dude, you're embarrassing us. Some things aren't meant to last forever. But if you get her name tattooed on your arm, that will last forever. Let's do us both a favor. In a couple of hours, when the paramedics peel you from your living room floor, and you get half a bottle of Vicodin pumped from a papier-mâché stomach, say something, anything other than, I was just trying to numb the pain. And when your best friend asks you if she is even worth it, say something, anything other than, you approach the mirror like a juror to a guilty defendant, waiting for the person staring back to cast the first stone. Reflections like this, who needs enemies? But believe me when I tell you that life can teach us that love begins in this glass with this space, and your esteem is a thin line that separates being in love and being in comfort, because you don't feel comfortable in your own skin. So you search for love in all the wrong places. You search for somebody and found anybody that can love you the way you can't love yourself. Trust me, I'm telling you this because I love me, and I shouldn't be telling you this, but one day you'll meet a woman whose face will fancy your mind, but eyes will fancy your spirit and mind. A love worth living for, a love worth for, and you will have to fight. But this time, when your best friend asks you if she's even worth it, you're going to be like, fuck yeah, because you found the love so liberating. You swear Peter Tosh is playing the piano, so believe me when I tell you, no woman, no cry, because tomorrow will be brighter without her. Just enjoy being alone. Enjoy being single. Because if you can't enjoy being by yourself, how do you expect to share yourself with somebody else? And I shouldn't be telling you this, but soon you'll embrace this wonderful invention called Facebook, which makes stalking ex-girlfriends a whole lot easier. Now, I'm not saying you need it, I'm just saying. Go take a shower. Please. Stop treating your heart like a loose leaf sheet of paper. Because it takes one bad decision to ruin every good one you've ever made. And life can teach us so many things. But death, that will only teach you one. Thank you all. You ever have that weird thing after a poem, you know, like people don't know if it's like a pause, a dramatic pause, or the poem's over and shit. So I never know what the fuck to do.
Yes.
Like you tap there, like,
Oh, all that.
like am I done? Like what do I do? Like man. So anyway. That's it. I do that shit. Give it up for Kivo, man. Go ahead, love, Blue. I actually know him. We know for a minute, right? For a long time, like backbeat cafe downtown Dallas. Man, Monday nights. Yeah, I know this guy over here. What? Dallas is guy. So again, my name is Ray John. Hi. Hey. Don't say hi like that to me no more. Don't say, oh my goodness, like that to me no more. Like I said, I got CDs today. If you like what you hear, I got CDs. But you know what? I'd rather you donate to the Poets of Ferguson. So if you show me that you donated, I'll get you a CD. You know, I charge $5 for my CD, but I'll give you and I'll give it away CDs. I got 3 different CDs today. So if you donate, if you show me you donated, and usually I charge $5, but for whatever you donate, I'll give you the CD. So if you want to buy a CD, you can go to poetsofferguson.tumblr.com and it'll see the GoFundMe and you'll see all that. And please, if you like what you hear, go donate there and I'll give you a CD. And I'll give you 2. I got 3 different CDs, and one of my CDs actually a couple weeks ago won the National Poetry Award for Best Spoken Word Album. I got that on YouTube. So like I said, if you want any of this shit, go donate to Poets of Ferguson. Like I said, all the money collected from the live streams, a 24-hour live stream is going for a whole day. Nothing but poetry. So if you want to hear more poetry when you leave, go to the site. And all the money that's raised, is going to go to the protestors for their legal fees. Their legal fees. These people who are on the front lines, you know, and they really were fighting, you know, like the good fight. Anyway, back to these phones. What do y'all want to hear? I don't usually ask this, but give me something y'all want to hear. Tell me something you want to hear. Like, tell me some subject. I got it. But tell me what you want to hear. Say something. Somebody say a subject. Oh, fuck. Somebody say something. Somebody yell out something. Life? How about black life?
Black life.
Okay. If I had a son, I hope he looks just like his mother. I hope his skin never catches up with his spirit. And if he hangs his head to the south, I pray that his posture ain't that of a Confederate flag at half-mast. I hope he never has to limbo under not being privileged and fitting the description or sport a cross-stitch smile with a patchwork grin, become a Raggedy Andy man-child struggling to keep himself together. If I ever have a son, I just don't want him to have to wear his black so hard. I don't want him to have to wear his black like it'll run away if he don't wear it right. Wear his black like his black will betray him. I hope my son's black never betrays him if we plant southern roots. I don't want him to grow like strange fruit that never seems to fail too far from the tree. Because y'all, if you ever seen southern trees, you'll see Jim Crow perched on an olive branch in a 3-piece suit, but now we call himself gentrification, aka contradiction, aka nested and never left the southern soil where bushes don't get burned, they get elected. Old rugged crosses are barbecued in front lawns, and if these trees can speak, they'd whistle at a white woman and scream like 4 little girls in a burning church. So I don't want my son to swing through his manhood like a Molotov cocktail, because I swear, you ain't seen fire till you seen a black boy crash into adulthood. If I ever have a son, I just want him to look just like his mother. I want him to see the beauty before the beast. Before he finds his God in gunpowder, wears his bruises like prayer beads, raises his hands in mercy, just to lay on the ground like a cotton field, and until he gets picked out his car for being in the wrong neighborhood, picked out his ride for driving too slow, picked up in a Jasper, Texas dirt road by 3 strangers, hitched up to the back of a pickup truck, and drugged so bad that the police later find his limbs in 81 different places. My son won't wait for the levees to break before he learns how to swim. My son won't come in this world an open target just to leave in a closed casket. If I ever have a son, I hope he hates Skittles, iced teas, hoodies, baggy jeans, rap music, tattoos, good schools, public transit, and everything else that makes him look like a criminal. Everything else that makes him look like a bounty. Everything else that makes him look less like his mother. I know that's far from easy evil. But I also know that this body has brought me so much unwanted attention. My son, his brilliance will be brighter than a candlelight vigil. He will be innocent before he's looked at as guilty, before he has to stare down the barrel of a textbook with a government-issued assault rifle. Sons should bury their fathers. Fathers shouldn't bury their sons. If I ever have a son, he will smell the roses before he lays them at my grave. If I have a son, he will be just like his mother. Some of the things I am and everything that I'm not. When I say feeling good, y'all say feeling great. Feeling good? Feeling good? Feeling good? So again, yo, if y'all like anything you hear, please go to the Poets for Ferguson.tumblr.com, poetsforferguson.tumblr.com, and go donate. Show me the donate thing, and I'll give you a CD. And that goes to the people online too. I got CDs online, so hit me up at raisedipoet@gmail, say you donated, and I'll send you a CD. So, you know, it's good. Good. I'm gonna do like. Yeah, this be the rage show. I don't give a damn. I got poems today. It's okay. I have a lot of poems about exes.
No, y'all.
You shouldn't date a poet. Let me tell you why you shouldn't date a poet.
Don't do it.
I date women. I date for the breakup poem sometimes. Let me fuck it right now. Shit, fuck it. I don't date. That's messed up. I'm sorry. I'm putting out this bad promo. Right? I do not date for the breakup poem. But the breakup poem be so good though. I recently broke up with somebody recently. She was crazy. That's not fair. That's not fair. Because we're all crazy. I'm saying that she was crazy. I'm saying she was, like, I think in relationships, you have to find somebody who's equally as crazy as you are. You have to find the crazy you can deal with. It's like finding a sleep number. Like, it's like you have to find your sleep number. Like, the crazy, I just couldn't deal with her crazy. She couldn't deal with my crazy. Because I'm crazy. I'm fucking nuts. I am like, let me not tell all my shit. I told everybody I'm saying that shit. It's bad promo. But yeah, so there was a shivering street light that shook in a naked parking lot. Under the honesty of midnight and the deception of storm clouds, two drunken tongues argued ourselves so. As irony made the air so thin, and tragedy made breathing so bitter, we came to the ironic and tragic conclusion that being in love is not a good enough reason for two people to stay together. Irony. We had sex in this parking lot like a bunch of times, right? When the mattress was too fragile for our inhibitions. Why love so hard on something so soft for exhibitionist? Because some things are better received in public places. Tragedy. So here we are. Irony. We speak to each other so aggressively, but communicate like pallbearers. Tragedy. We laugh like opening caskets and smile like slit throats. Irony. We're horror story lovers afraid of a happy ending. Tragedy. Every argument then is like the apocalypse now. Irony. There is no tomorrow. Tragedy. We knew this shit yesterday. Irony. Your heart beats Antigone. Tragedy. I can't be your Sophocles. If I could rewrite this, I would, but I can't, so it is. In this concrete cemetery approaching the afterlife of our relationship. In every scary movie I've ever seen, tortured spirits don't cross over. So let's walk away before we end up haunting each other for the rest of our lives. Let's stop being the walking dead and confirm that we're the X-Files, mouths numb from yelling, fingers cracked from pointing, uncomfortable silence. It's the sound of a glass house breaking, and it ended with a kiss. A reluctant smile, and a mutual understanding that this has been torn apart and put together so many times the lines don't match. Our eyes don't match, don't sync. We've sunk to the lowest level of resentment with truthful lips. Irony. You should never let a fool kiss you, and never let a kiss fool you. Tragedy. I'll be kissing women with 30 pieces of silver beneath my tongue when I leave you. Irony. The most successful liars are the most honest people you'll ever meet. Tragedy. The most successful liars are the most honest people you'll ever meet. Irony. We're only honest with each other when it comes to dishonesty. Tragedy. Peace with you was worth the war. And I've given you pieces of me that I've never given myself. They say, in order to rebuild, you must first destroy. So maybe if we broke down, we wouldn't be breaking up under the shivering streetlight in this naked parking lot. Irony. I'm just now at the end of it all, realizing that I am going to be in love with you for the rest of my life. Tragedy. I'm not going to be around to know you.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for sticking around, right? You know what? We still got the people in the stream. What time is it? Somebody give me time. 10:10? Yeah, it's 10:10. 10:05. Okay. I'm gonna do one more, and I have a request actually. I want to hear a poem from Brian. I know she got poems and songs. Can I hear one before I leave?
Sure.
I'm gonna do one poem, and then I want Brian to do. Sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, you did. Yeah. Hey, do that. No, I'm not gonna deprive you.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So I'm gonna do one poem, and then I guess that all right, fuck it. Let's end on a happy note. That was like really depressing. Let's just do some nasty shit and let's just wrap it up. I don't want to I feel like I put on the live stream. I'll be like, oh, Ray's doing nothing nasty poem shit, and I want to know, him, he does those nasty poems. I don't want to get fucking emails. All right, let's do it. Let's do this. Okay.
No, just that segment is over.
Tonight, I want you to keep your mask on. Because tonight, I want to fuck you like the greatest tragedy ever told. Like we've been to Verona through these bedroom doors like two star-crossed lovers consummating a forbidden marriage. See, time, where our post-traumatic stress after it passes. This moment will commit suicide after we have it. If these hands had wrists, they slit itself what I'm trying to tell you, so this could only happen once. So tonight, I want to suck the poison out of your lips. I want to taste you and feed you back to you just to show you what you're capable of. Tonight, I want to plant myself in your harvest and make you sweat rose petals. Tomorrow, I'll wake up in the garden. Tomorrow, our goodbye kiss will drip autumn leaves leading outside of this tomb. My tongue will write poems on your ribs, stanzas on your hips, alliteration strategically placed below your belly button, and similar similes send shockwaves up your spine as I write sonnets on your stomach. Have you ever heard the sound of a singing silence losing its sanity? See, that will be the soliloquy on a balcony scene. Parting is such sweet sorrow tomorrow, but tonight I want to take pleasure in watching you lose control. As I strip every inch of reluctance off your body and truth it on the bed that we lie in, and you've never fucked on a bed of inhibitions before, that's fine. Because tonight, Ryan, I want to do things to you that'll make Zayn look like Dr. Seuss. Fuck 50 Shades of Grey. This is 50 Shades of Rage, Kama Sutra, that shit's just foreplay. Tonight, if your man was half the man that I am, then feeling it in your abdomen shouldn't feel so foreign to you. That shit. Tomorrow, tonight will be as wooden as a Trojan horse waiting outside the gates of your mind. Tomorrow, tonight will lie naked somewhere between a midsummer's night dream and a looking glass. Tomorrow, you'll try to reenact with a little punk ass man, but you can't. Because your man doesn't have pilgrim hands that'll trace your lips, leave fingerprints down the way your chakra trail, spread your legs like origami angel wings and slide inside your halo. Usually I take my time. But tonight the sun can't beat us home, so feel this 8-inch freight train coming through your track, and by track, I mean back, and by back, I mean spine, and by spine, I mean that snake-like thing that looks like it's trying to escape from your skin. Tonight, I want to make your body cry like I pissed your skin off. Tonight, I want you so wet that by the time you dry, rainbows form between your thighs. Tonight, I want to go so deep inside you, I'll pull you inside out. Tonight, I want to fuck like a Montague and a Capulet, consummating a forbidden marriage, take everything off and leave that mask on. Because tonight, I want us to be two strangers trying to hide from ourselves, like we are. So tonight, the only way this moment can last forever is if we fuck like we'll never see each other again. Thank you. My name is Ray Sean. My name is nasty, nasty boy. I don't know why I feel real uncomfortable with that shit. So thank y'all for coming out again one more time. We're doing this 24-hour live stream, Poets of Ferguson. So if you want to see more of this, it's still available when you go home. You wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're like, oh shit, what's going on at 3 o'clock in the morning? You look at the poster, you know, for Ferguson, and it's going to be great. And if you donate, holla at me, I'll give you a CD, I swear. So that goes for everybody here and everybody on the live stream. If you donate, hit me up at ragethypoet@gmail.com, and I'll send you a CD through email or whatever. So thank y'all for coming out. I want to bring up Rye because I have a request. I want to see Rye do a song or a poem or something. I just want to watch. I swear I'll watch. I swear I'll watch. Thank y'all for having me. I really appreciate it. Thanks.
Y'all give it up again for Rage. Actually, the show's over. I'm going home for right now. So Rage said, well, exes are crazy. All of them are.
No, okay, we made it.
I remember when I lost my mind. Well, there was something so special about that place. Your emotions have a natural, so much space. And when you're out there, the night in here, yeah, but it was because what was it? It's just I do too much. That makes me crazy. That makes me crazy. That makes me crazy. Yeah, I'm like you, and you. My heroes every night to live a life I don't know. And I remember thinking I wanna be like him, you. And then something else, and then something really like run. But there was no coincidence. I'm come, and I'll come, and I'll come, and I'll come when I'm done. Oh, that makes me crazy. That makes me crazy. That makes me crazy. Crazy. somebody who don't love me. And that makes me crazy. 'Cause I'm in love with somebody who don't treat me right. That makes me crazy. Come on, ladies, y'all know this. Y'all know the story. It's the same old song. We've been singing it for centuries. That makes us crazy. You know what else makes us crazy? That we don't love each other enough to say, girl, get out of that abusive relationship. And you're not telling me to get out of it because you want to get in it. Because that would make your ass crazy. You know what else makes us crazy as black women? We got problems with each other. See, I like the color of your hair, the kind of clothes you wear. I like your big brown eyes. I like the fact that you are tall, taller than myself, and your hair just made me belong by yourself. And I say hi to you when I see you at Walmart or Target or at the stoplight. I say, give you a nice nod. It makes us crazy when we don't reciprocate our own shit. We all going through the same struggle. But I love my sisters and my brother. You know what else makes us crazy? That we have gone so far behind the times that we've let this new shit catch up with us and fuck with us. We let Iggy or whatever be the crown, the queen of rap. Really? Really? Seriously. And although I love Eminem, he's dope. I don't think he's the king of rap. We need to get back to our own mutual. Does that make us crazy? I think we're crazy. I think we're crazy. Possibly. Ooh. Oh. Oh. We need to get out of this bullshit for real. We need to support shit that needs to be supported. Not supporting bullshit that's posted on Facebook today, like my little baby can curse in 3 different languages, then it's 5. You don't know it's ABCs, and wow. But we are liking that shit. That's crazy. I want to be able to walk up to you, and you, and you, and you, and the mall, and just say, what's up, sister? And you don't be like, you're going to choose. I might have fallen on hard times. Oh, you know what? Can everybody just stand up for a minute? Stand up for a minute. Everybody stand up. This shit is crazy, y'all. My son can't drive his car. That shit is crazy to me. I want everybody to just say, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. I mean, say it like you mean it, like you hear it, like you feel it, like you know this shit is crazy. Here we go. This shit is crazy. Everybody, come on. This shit is crazy. I want all y'all to come up here and pick this mic. Everybody, this shit is crazy. The world is watching. Get over here, because this shit is crazy. Seriously. Come on. Come on. Thank you. This shit is crazy.
Crazy.
This shit is crazy. Come on, man. Probably. Come on, man. This shit is crazy. know where y'all trying to be shot right now. It's time to fucking make a stand. Y'all sit in the background. This is the problem. We can't get up and say this shit is crazy. Really? That's why this shit is crazy. That's why it is crazy. But if I told y'all to get up here, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Some real shit. No, bring your rage back up to the stage.
All right, I just want to say, I want everybody to say goodbye to the live stream, right? We're about to log off from Dallas, and we really appreciate y'all for coming out. We appreciate y'all for supporting Poets Ferguson. Ferguson, I'm sorry, Poets Ferguson. And one more time, hold on, listen. And I just want to make sure everybody hears this. Please keep supporting this movement. Go on Twitter, go on Facebook, go on Tumblr. If you can't donate, share status, share the link, share something. That's easy. All I gotta do is press a button. So thank y'all for coming out. We appreciate you. Thank everybody for tuning in. We're gonna keep the show going through the live stream. We're just ending this part of it right now. So everybody clap and give it up for yourselves and give it up for the people watching. This is Dallas, and we're out.
Hey guys, this is Sasha. I am the lead organizer for Poets of Ferguson, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, for tuning in, for sharing, for hashtagging, for everything. I want to send a great big thank you so much shout out to Rage and all the poets in Dallas for participating this evening and for keeping us rolling this evening. I have a little bit of news. I just learned that in Ferguson, within the last hour, 30 minutes to an hour, I would say, a protester was shot. So a protester shot a police officer and was then almost immediately shot and killed. People are saying that it was a boy. I don't know how old this person was, and I'm not really sure. I know that there were 60 police cars, there were assault rifles, basically a situation that keeps playing out, that is playing out again right now as we are doing this live stream for the people who are there protesting for people like this young boy, like this young man who was involved in whatever is happening right now. I don't have all the specifics according to what I know, there's no news coverage on it at all right now. And so I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm kind of getting some updates right now from different people on Twitter, specifically people in Ferguson right now who are viewing this and watching it happen in real time. Apparently there's several crowds, and they are working on figuring out what they need to do next. People apparently aren't afraid of the tear gas or dying right now. It's very serious right now. People aren't scared. They're ready to fight, and we are standing in solidarity with them. I also got word that our event in New Orleans, which was not included in the live stream, actually raised $1,500 plus $900 in a silent auction during an event this evening that took place during the live stream. So all of that money is going to help these protesters who are on the ground right now as these things are continuing to happen. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. This is really important. It's easy for media to silence voices of color, and we are the only voice right now for 24 hours as far as I'm concerned. So if you guys can continue to hashtag this, if you're watching, if you can share this with people who can donate. If you can't donate, share it with someone who can. If you can donate $1, if you can donate $50, everything helps, a big bit, a small bit. We need eyes, we need ears, and we need people to continue to speak on what is happening right now. We've done a lot of work tonight, and we just want to keep you guys coming with some updates this evening as we get them. I'll try to hop in and let you guys know what's happening. Thank you guys so much. Coming up next, you're going to have Nikita Oliver from Seattle, Washington, who's going to come and just blow your face off with some beautiful, amazing work. You guys are so great. Thank you guys. I'm so humbled and so overwhelmed. Just at the viewership, at the people who are promoting this. I really appreciate you guys so much. Like I said, just continue to spread the word. To donate directly, please visit poetsforferguson.tumblr.com. That's Tumblr without the E, TUMBLR. And visit that page. There will be a link there for our GoFundMe, and you can click there and donate. You can also click there, copy and paste the link, and share it with anyone you know who may be able to help us out this evening. Thank you guys so much. We're going to keep going now with Nikita Oliver. Thank you guys for watching, and keep sharing.
Peace world, peace poets from Seattle, Washington. Excited to be supporting Poets for Ferguson. Be sure to go and donate. I'm here tonight with Garfield Hilson, and we're going to share some poems with you guys. I walk into class and a girl notices that the color of my shoes matches the color of my shirt. She asked me, "Is it a black thing to match the color of your tennis shoes to the color of your t-shirt?" As if that wasn't enough, she adds, "When I did Teach for America in Philadelphia in the hood with mostly black kids, I noticed that that was a big deal." Now, I know we teach people that there are no stupid questions, but I'm wondering when we stop telling them to think before they speak. On any account, she did ask, so maybe I should give her an answer. I tell her no. It's not a black thing to match the color of your shoes to your shirt, but let me tell you about this black thing. A black thing is dying and being resurrected, a hashtag. Having your life matter more after you are gone, where your blood becomes child's play, finger paint on sidewalks outlining how society has pushed you to the fray. Now you are a picture worth remembering, a trauma we can never forget. A black thing is history. History classes where Crispus Attucks' death starts the revolution, and yet somehow black folks still end up enslaved. It is how the autobiography of Malcolm X is outlawed in my high school because it encourages the wrong kind of rebellion. It is how my hair is always some kind of rebellion. No matter curly or straight or locked up, I am always breaking somebody's rules. A black thing is my last name. So attached to the plantation that it comes from. Every time I say it, feels like pulling cotton from my mouth. It is this cotton mouth, stuffed full with the dirty phrase, shh, black thing you must never say, white, privilege. A black thing is unlearning cotton. It is avoiding going to class the day they talk about affirmative action for fear of the boy who will tell me how my full ride scholarship is really just an undercover minority fund. It is scary. How quickly a hand up when it's earned can become a noose that you do not deserve. A black thing is defensive mouths shaped quick like police batons and fire hoses. It is making myself digestible for their hounds. It is the way my feet instinctively know how to run, how to shuck and jive, how my feet are tired of the running and the shucking and jiving, and yet they still find energy to dance. It is how they imitate the dancing and yet do not understand the depths from which it comes from. A black thing is this girl in my class who just an hour ago told me that she does not see color, and yet somehow she was able to match the color of my shoes to the color of my shirt and attach that to a black thing that black people do. A black thing is a person objectified. An object is a thing. People are not things. She stares at me. Saucer-eyed, eyes as big as the moon, still begging for a simple answer to her oh-so-simple question, so I tell her, no, it is not a black thing to match the color of my shoes to my shirt. I know plenty of white people who do this. I'm pretty sure they call that style. I'm doing one more poem, then I'm going to introduce another member from Seattle. Again, you should go to the poetsforferguson.tumblr.com and donate to the cause. I love boxing. And I'm not just talking about the sport of boxing. I'm not just talking about watching boxing. I mean doing it. There's nothing like a jab, right cross jab, to get you in the ring. See, what the ring does is it forces you to deal with yourself. And what I'm learning is most people don't like dealing with themselves. When I tell people I box, they ask me 3 questions. 1, Do you get hit? 2, does it hurt? 3, do you ever bleed? They always stop with the blood because most people don't like dealing with blood. Most people don't like dealing with their own blood, so I have to help them understand. I tell them, this is not the first time I've held my own blood in my hands. Not the first time I've watched the red droplets pool after a string of fighting words are smashed hard against my face. There are so many combinations in life, and I am learning that boxing and life are really not that much different. See, my coach keeps telling me, Nikita, you have got to learn to keep your head up. But truth is, I still haven't learned how to keep my eyes up, so as coach cleans me up, I stare into the carnage settled into the palms of my flesh, the looking glass of my family tree, and I wonder, is this all that I am made of? See, Muhammad Ali said, because of course, all boxers have got to quote Muhammad Ali. He said, if they can make penicillin out of moldy bread, then they sure can make something out of you. So tell me, my blood, my body, what I am made of, so I may know exactly what I can be made into. Spare me no record of wrong. Show me every closet, because there are more closets in this house for me to hide my own skeletons. Do not let me become a broken record, repeating my family's record over and over again. Tell me about my mother's father. Tell me how he liked white sheets in the dark of night, his cross set ablaze and burning in the eyes of little girls that looked no different than me, how he liked his bottle empty and his woman silent. Let me feel my mother's mother. Let me feel all of her empty and her silence, how she built herself up a broken home around my mama. Show me my mama, little girl huddled in a corner beneath a roof too holy to shelter her from the downpour of belts and bottles. Show me how she built herself up a strong woman despite all the things that have come against her. Show me my father's father. Let me feel the back-breaking work of a sharecropper's story, how he filled his stomach to the brim with Negro spirituals. Let me hear my Baba sing our Negro spirituals. She be like, wade in the water, just wade in the water, children. Show me how she raised her children up high above corn and cotton and taught them to flee before they could be plucked. Show me how they fled the fields of Louisiana for the rubber factories of Indiana. Let me see the glint of promise in their eyes as their hearts beat hard against dreams, flex like rubber and melted down to once again be plow and ox. Let me feel how cotton and plastic feel no different in your palm when your bootstraps still refuse to fit a dream. Please show me one dream. Show me my parents' meeting. How black and white were always the makings of a classic movie. How they were two ships crossing in the night. Show me the joy on their face when they found out they were having this baby. Show me my mama. Once again huddled in a corner, but this time on a cot in a hospital alone, and my father so used to fleeing danger that he could not figure out how to stay. Teach me how to stay firmly planted regardless of the rot or the rust or the mold, that I do not live in fear, that I learn that there is medicine living in my own growth. Teach me that there will always be a battle. There will always be something raging around me. What matters is what I do with the rage that is fuming inside of my own core. I am a fighter. I am a boxer. What matters is what I fight to make myself into. Thank you. I'd like to introduce to y'all Garfield Hilson, and he's going to do a poem for you to close out the Seattle end of the Poets for Ferguson. Remember, go donate at poetsforferguson.tumblr.com.
Sorry, I just started thinking. Ooh, give me 1 second. I just forgot the beginning of this piece. Of course, leave it up to me. Boom. My niece's tiny hands in mine. She looks up to me and asks, what will I be when I grow up? Her eyes chocolate-coated fairy tales of being a president. A princess, but really, a fighter pilot. She says she wants to fly, and she's come to me to decide what's already been outlined in her slowly growing lifelines, but see, she has my grandmother's eyes. Black cauldrons of misery and despair, my grandmother, a ghost of a woman, hair graying, skin thin and translucent as if she's tired. Tired of hiding all the lives inside her. The warrior, a fallen angel, turning Bible verses to curses. She's just another angry black woman, a witch. Brewing and bubbling over with bitterness, she chants, hatred is water, hatred is water, hatred is water. See, hatred is water. Squeezing into impossible places like the cracks in people's souls. It is the definition of science, set in stone like Jim Crow. A set of rules that define the lives of African Americans like the law of gravity, immutable. And she has lived it, pulled into the blackness of her soul to her shoulders like her dreams are now bent earthbound. She is a child warrior, sitting back in the back of classrooms, bused to the other types of schools. She, like my niece, is now the only black spot on white-only sections, learning these lessons to Jim Crow and its effects on physics and the law of gravity. My grandmother teaches us when changing the world, always remember Newton's first, second, and third, that energy can never be created nor destroyed, and that every action has an equal and opposite reaction, that force is merely the resulting vector of oppression and fear, that there is always friction when trying to fight an uphill battle like changing someone's mind, but freedom is the only force that ever really matters, so don't be afraid to stand when you should run, but always fear the night that dresses men in white, summons them like ghosts to pull at things. Her dress as she runs, they throw her to the ground, rip her legs apart to teach her that not staying within the lines makes colors bleed. Spews anger like semen to whitewash dreams. See, hatred is water, squeezing into impossible places like the body of a girl who dared to believe in the dream of equality. But for an instant, her eyes, Harriet Tubman, up to the stars, distant like dreams, maybe where freedom rings, but see, what goes up always comes down. See, physics always wins when her rapist face the white moon eclipses all escape. Don't cry, bitch. Just stay in your place. And all I see is my niece falling from the sky like Icarus, ripped back into the blackness of her skin. But that night, my grandmother's hands clenched, and she's been a fist ever since. And I'm seeing my grandmother through my niece's eyes, and I want to tell her that some things aren't still whites only, that we are allowed to dream, that flying is the limit for blacks to lynching or smoking blunts. My niece's eyes pull me back to earth. Her tiny hair in bowls, her mother's hair, her father's smile. She is more just than the sum of her parts, than history repeating itself. She is magic, squeezing into impossible places like the heart of a cynic. So I tell her, fuck the moon. You can be anything, anything you want, so you shoot for the stars. And I pray maybe, my God, just maybe, my little angel will find these weak laws like gravity and fly.
Thanks, y'all. Remember, go to poetsforferguson.tumblr.com. Keep your eyes on the news and do what you can to support. Peace. Thanks, y'all. Oh, I've been invited to do one more poem, so I got one more for y'all. My grandmother tells me that cursing is unladylike. Baby, with a mouth like yours, you will never find a husband. I find this funny, because I've never heard my grandmother speak of her husband. My mother tells me that she loved this man till the day she died. But see, I don't understand why. He left his 4 children and his wife for another man's 4 children and wife. The only difference between my grandmother and the other woman is none of the new wife's kids were actually his. When my grandmother died, I read in her obituary that his name was Dawn, which explains that when the sun went down, my grandmother came back to life. Most doctors would call her an insomniac, but Grandma, I understand. Truth-telling is always easier at night when no one can see you cry, when no one can ask you why you never tried to remarry, when no one can explain away your love. You see, my grandmother's love was this endless ocean A beautiful, overflowing, a masochistic forgiveness that would take another closed fist beating, another raw jaw, another black eye, another woman. You had better stop crying before I give you something real to cry about, woman. You had better cover up, make up a story. People are looking at you, woman. Another night of my grandmother biting her tongue, swallowing her pride with tight-lipped kisses before he forces himself into you. My grandmother, another morning of swallowing her pride, another morning of telling women another story, another lies. They don't think that she is a bad wife, bad mother, bad lover, another arch back over her youngest daughter, hoping she can shelter her from the downpour of love and hands and fists from men who love like salt and seawater upon her already cracked and thirsty lips, woman. Grandma, I know that I have a fucking filthy mouth. That shit, I curse like a sailor. But I don't blame you for making your own excuses. Excuse me if I refuse to exchange a few choice words for so-called ladylike lips. I find silence in the face of any man's violence be unbecoming of my humanity. Grandma, woman, women, don't you think it's about time we all felt free to have loose lips? Cool, y'all. Peace, blessings. Remember to support Ferguson.
Again, I just wanted to say hey and thank you so much to Nikita for those brilliant, brilliant poems, and her fellow poet that she introduced also. That was a surprise to us. We didn't know he was coming, and we're so glad that you were there. So thank you for sharing your poems from Seattle with us also. I wanted to just plug the GoFundMe. We're doing really well. I've gotten a lot of donations this evening, and so we want to say thank you for that, you guys. I think last time I checked, we're up to $720. That's not obviously not including the money that we've just raised in New Orleans, which is over $1,500. So thank you guys so much for that. We have a few poets coming up next. We've got some youth poets, and we might even have some poets from Beltway Slam. I won't tell you if that's happening or not. But we're just kind of rolling along, you guys. I don't know if you guys have checked or if you've just joined us, but there was recently a protester who was shot and, from what I understand, killed tonight in Ferguson. This person has apparently shot and killed a police officer, and then was, from my understanding, almost immediately shot and killed himself. There were 60 police cars involved, assault rifles as well, and there's apparently a mob of people, and so things are really intense there right now. But I just want to stress that that is what we're here for. I know that a lot of poets have poems about these issues and might sometimes be written off for that as reading black poems, but that's because these situations matter. But they're not just black poems, they're poems that are directly out of the narrative of people of color, not just black people of color. I just want to stress that this live stream was born out of a need to put the voices of people of color in the forefront for 24 hours with no interruption and no outside voices that are non-people of color. I wanted to create this space for poets to come and say what they want to say, whether their poems were germane to the situation at hand, with the deaths of you know, Eric Garner and obviously Michael Brown and John Crawford. We just want to stand in solidarity with the people who are on the ground, putting their lives in danger and putting themselves in a position to be targets the way that those men were. I'm just really, my heart is really full. Some of us, you understand the feeling of feeling numb when you hear these things on the news over and over and over again. I wanted to create this space so that these poets that are all across the country who are seeing these things happen in real time would have a place to come and grieve in their own way, or to stand in solidarity in their own way with their own poems, with original work. And I'm so glad that we've had the lineup that we've had so far. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep watching. We are going to have our links broken up here and there. That's just because this is being broken up by several different moderators, myself, and a few people out in California, Tatiana Brown and Manoj, and thank you to them for their awesome, awesome help. You guys can stick around for the next link for part 3. This is part 2. Part 1 happened a few hours ago. Part 2 is what you're watching right now, and part 3 will be up shortly after this. I'm going to read you guys a couple of poems. This first poem that I'm going to read is called Hypnophobia. It's by a poet, beautiful, brilliant, amazing, fierce as hell, badass poet. Her name is Aziza Barnes. This is from her book, Meet Aunt Jemima and the Nail Gun. I don't know if you can see that. It looks backwards to me. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to read you this poem. It's called Hypnophobia. It's a beautiful piece by Aziza Barnes. Someone is choking you while you sleep. It is your English teacher, the one who wears those awful khaki pants that show his manhood everything. He cackles over your bed, your skin, that hot piece of coal. Someone must have cut the wire, the one connecting your brain to your backhand. Not even an eyelid will save you. He hears your heart, can't stand the pulse of it, the off-putting way you want to save yourself. He rolls up his sleeve and tunnels his arm down your throat, uproots your heart, says to you, eat it. You are an unstitched doll learning her parts as she loses them. I am not afraid of the night. I am afraid of its obligation. To close your eyes and unleash that tight fist of knowing. I could not have been born this way. For every fear, there is said to be a triggering effect. Someone holding a gun saying, this may be my fault, but it's still your story. A fear of sleep is a fear of losing control. In my hometown, there was a girl up the street that knew every part of you is a mouth. Look at you, how open you are. Your body can only say yes to me. Look how your fight forgot you. I can never land a punch in my dreams, never rip my attacker apart nail by nail and see how helpless that house was. I'm not a fair fight. I don't know a lot of words. I don't know how to say I slept with every man after you and woke up on fire. I don't know how to say everyone in my dreams is born of you. I don't know how to say you cannot have me. Not now. Not again. Do not sleep by yourself. There must be some part of you that don't trust the rest of you. Find someone who don't want to gouge out her eyes to make sense of the dark. This was never about finding a savior to share the bed with. I am not lonely. I am not the weak calling my sickness the tyranny. What I fear is what I can't hold, what I would win the world for. That poem is called Hypnophobia. Again, that was by Aziza Barnes, who is a brilliant, brilliant, amazing poet who I've had the pleasure to meet. A very, very sweet and talented poet. Again, I just want to tell you guys to visit poetsforferguson.tumblr.com. There you'll find the GoFundMe link, and you can share that link with people who can give and people who can't. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Up next, I think you guys have some poets from DC, and let me check in really quick with our lineup and see what's happening so far. Again, if you guys haven't visited our Facebook event page, we're at Poets for Ferguson. You can also search the hashtag Poets for Ferguson. Oh, also, I'm getting some information that the officer was shot in the bicep, according to new reports. So apparently there must be some news on this now. There wasn't when I first mentioned this. So Those are what my news sources over here are telling me, that the officer in the altercation that just occurred a few hours ago or an hour ago was not harmed, was not shot fatally. He was shot in the bicep. I just want to make sure you guys know that. That's information that is worth saying. So I just want to give you guys the facts as I'm getting them. All the information is new, and I'm getting like a small feed of information off to the side here. But I just want to say thank you guys. I'm really glad that you guys are watching. And again, share this. This link is shareable. If you go to Facebook, you can also view this live stream right now, which means you can reblog that post. If you were on Tumblr, you can reblog this live stream post and share that with your friends and with your other followers. I just want to try to keep you guys posted on what's happening in Ferguson right now. We obviously didn't know that that was going to happen, but I have some poets coming up next. We have some poets from DC. I think we also have some youth poets as well. I think that's what I'm seeing here. But yeah, I'm sorry, I say a lot. It's because I'm kind of learning what I'm doing. Oh, apparently youth poets are not coming up. That's what I'm hearing. But anyway, we have a few minutes to kill. I'm going to read a couple of poems, if you guys don't mind. I also have some poems by Patricia Smith, who was a brilliant, brilliant poet who wrote a book called The Blood Dazzler. They're all poems based on Hurricane Katrina. This book, I don't remember when, I don't know what year it came out, but this book won was a National Book Award finalist, and is brilliant and beautiful and amazing. All the poems, like I said, are about all the poems are written from different perspectives of Hurricane Katrina. So I'm going to read a few poems here, or maybe one or two. We have some of our poets who are coming up next are kind of getting situated, so I'm just going to give them a little bit of time. Let's see. I'm sorry that I'm not prepared. Let's see. I'm going to read this poem. This poem is called Luther B. Rides Out the Storm. Lord have mercy, my dear moaned, slow and real Baptist-like. Every time some kink swerved her day, in August noon, sweating the sugar out of her just-pressed hair, a run in her last pair of church stockings, Luther B. sympathized with the cock of his head. Oh, I think I'm being summoned to stop reading now. So I think we have some poets coming up next. And thank you guys for watching. Stick around for the third link coming up a little bit later. Thanks, you guys. Have a good day.
All right, so we're here. I don't know. Ooh, button on the top left. Hello? Nope. Okay, can you hear us? Yes. Yes. Okay, we got confirmation. We can hear us. Dope. Beautiful. Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is Pages on behalf of the Beltway Slam team. Fortunately, couldn't get everybody on the team. Some last minute things kind of happened. There's this big festival going on called Art All Night right now in DC. We were trying to organize more people, but the Wi-Fi at the venue we were at was horrible, so was able to get some other stuff. But anyways, we have Roscoe Burners right here, one fifth of the Beltway Slam team, and he's going to start us off and kick a poem for us. Thank y'all so much for everybody that is watching. Y'all are amazing and continue doing this fantastic work that we're doing and this necessary work. So take it away, Sco.
Physics lesson for Officer Darren Wilson, the cop who shot unarmed Mike Brown 6 times in Ferguson. In physics, thermal radiation by dark objects or bodies can be measured as black body radiation. The term black body radiation describes an object that radiates internally at the same temperature as its environment. Kevlar and steel badge make you more frigid. You don't radiate at the same temperature as the bodies you are sworn to protect. Your temperature, a degree below inhumane, too low to understand the brilliant black bodies in Ferguson, or to see that Mike was not a black hole in search to consume 6 more. Now, with black body radiation emits light, though it appears black, as most of the energy cannot be perceived by the human eye. You, Officer Wilson, were too human to see his black body human, all naive adrenaline, his imperfections outshining his future emanating inside. In nature, no black body is perfect, but no body is perfect. And insulated enclosures contain black body radiation, only emitting a light when a hole is made in its wall. Big Mike was a large body, a large black body, 6'4", 300 pounds of energy they never trained you to harness, would need way more than one hole in him to see all the shine he had within. Why is it that our black bodies never seem to stay enclosed around police? The bright blue burning in our bosom, blackened by bright blue flashing lights, we have been forced to not reflect, just absorb bullets and beatings. For centuries, we have been trying to gleam bright enough for laws to know that we are more than just dark unknown boiling to be incandescent. We marched with the logic that the more black bodies, the more glow, boycotted, as if taking our light away would show you how dark this world is without us. Our riots weren't violent, they are ultraviolet. But here we are, still embers after gun smoke. Some scientists say that black body radiation doesn't exist. But Michael was another star plucked from the darkness, and Ferguson is more luminous than ever, blazing bright with piercing protests and bodies so sick of swallowing abuse they've become volcanic. Proof that action will always have reaction, that light will always have refraction, and beware of what you beam at black bodies, for you may not be prepared for what may beam back.
Beautiful. Okay, all right, I think. All right, I'm gonna go and you just hold this. Oh my gosh. I feel so overdressed. But then,
You're always overdressed.
I'm always overdressed. All right. Okay. All right. Boom. So we'll do this piece. This piece I wrote. I started writing actually about almost close to 2 years ago. And it's after an article I read by another dope poet by the name of Saeed Jones, a dope queer poet out of New York, who wrote an article about Nina Simone and Nina Simone's gun. And I was so inspired by it that I wanted to write about that, about the idea of having purpose. But I never could really get it down to where I wanted it. And it's just kind of been ruminating, and it's not until the recent Mike Brown events took place that finally the poem kind of finished itself and kind of called to me and wrote itself. So this is what I came back with, and it's entitled Questions for Nina Simone after Saeed Jones. Nina, upon hearing of the 1963 Birmingham, Alabama church bombing, which took 4 innocent brown bodies, you went to your garage to try and build a handmade gun. When your husband found you, surrounded in a mess of tools, he said to you, Nina, you know nothing about killing. All you've got is music. You then wrote and composed Mississippi Goddamn in the next hour, Nina. There are days that I read your story, surrounded by so much pain, like a mess of tools. How did you cock back the notes so music could become such a weapon? What rage moved your fingers into a cannon of sound? Because I wonder sometimes what happens when a poem doesn't save a life. When I'm tired of making burial grounds of my tongue. Before my body becomes shrapnel for entertainment, re-trigger myself every time my voice relives the complex trauma of my own shotgun breath. The applause after Mississippi, goddamn, feel like the imminent ticks before the detonation, Nina. We still got many dying unjustly. Renisha McBride, Bakia Boyd, Ayanna Jones, Alicia Thomas, 4 little girls, different kinds of explosions. You know, black women bodies be like a church, snatched the holy out of them by men and courts and policies that have none. What's empathy to a war you've already been designated to lose, and the weight of blackness feels more like a white flag of surrender? Did you ever feel like a surrender, Nina? As I do, when many of my students have PTSD, trying to bridge Shakespeare and Tupac doesn't make them want to take a life any less or risk their own just to prove that they are here, that they have a grand piano purpose not afforded by a pen and a microphone. When you live on this side of your oppression line, did your gun with your spine made out of a harmonic barcode, did it play a beautiful song of justice for you to be able to stand tall in the face of your inquisitors of post-racial society? Of how many ways can your body do that black magic? What happens when I run out of magic and I cannot pull through? Because actions may speak louder than words, but silence also speaks with so much volume, like the hush after the Zimmerman trial. Better known as just another Thursday in being black in America, when I became so afraid my son would leave the house and never return home because someone would not like the way his smile makes heaven spill like a melody from his mouth. What happens when a poem doesn't save a life? When my mind becomes a playground, depression is a game I never learned to play very well. My own thoughts were a carousel of bullies telling me, Pages, you don't deserve to be here. You don't deserve to live. You should just kill yourself before the world does. But I know nothing about killing. All I've ever had was music, whether it was a pen, my breath, or a stage. You know, black body's always been a musical. How to turn up becomes a turn of graves. We be a halted gospel at a stop and frisk. Even with our hands up, don't we still look like we're praising? How loud I play my music can be a reason to open fire. Listen to a Florida gas station become a stadium of vibrations. Listen to a Detroit porch become a symphony of innocent blood. Listen to a subway train become a hum of a strange Fruitvale station. Listen to Ferguson become a riot of burning rage, tear gas muting the moon. Our skin has always been such a concert. This is how I realize music, poetry, art is a cause for a weapon, not to kill, but to defend our ability to hope, to fight, and to always try and strive, Nina. I wish to make a handmade gun of these words, to make my voice a barrel, my lungs a chamber, my breath a bullet, my eyes magazines reloading with a will to keep pushing when I just don't believe, when my faith is hanging by a thread, when I've run out of tears, out of anger, out of pain and metaphors. This love is all I have left when my body can no longer fight. And I sincerely pray that that will be enough ammunition. Yeah. Okay. Boom. Oh man. So we're gonna have one more, like this way. Word. Special guest. Yes, you are on the air.
Hi, Poet Fam.
You are on the air, Poet Fan.
My name is Teresa Youngton. I'm originally from the Bay. I live in LA. Been on the DPL Slam team for the past few years, and so I'm here in DC for the weekend, and I would like to share a free write I wrote. It was in the wake of finding out when George Zimmerman wasn't found guilty for murdering Trayvon Martin, and so I feel like this poem's still relevant, even 2 years, or even a year later, actually. Okay. This morning, my body had no problem rising out of bed. It knows what it has to do. It understands its mechanisms better than it used to. Today, my body grieves on the go. It doesn't wait for my heart to catch up with it, and that's okay. My heart is a slow runner. It's never going to catch up to my body. This morning, my heart had no problem keeping a steady beat. It knows what it has to do. It understands what depends on it better than it used to. Today, my heart pulses a slow rhythm so that my breath can find its way home without getting lost. It gets lost often, and that's okay. My lungs are a quiet place. It's never going to be as loud as my heart. This morning, I told my brain to process the trauma fast. It knows that it has to. The emergency room in me is flooded with mothers, and I am not one of those yet. I don't need to be here. I can feel pain with them, but I can do it from outside of the building. I can do it with all of the others, the ones burning sage while they think of next steps, the ones who are training their grief to speak clearly and quietly through them. I can hold this pain with those whose strength has seen the body, cold and gone, but has also seen the way its spirit leaves it for a place much more sacred than here. I am strong enough to ration out my empathy without being numbed by what needs it. I am in a place where my PTSD doesn't win every day, but not everyone is in the same place as I am. That's what makes us a community. Where I am weak, others are strong. Where others are angry, I am angry with them. Where others are dying, I am ready. I'm not afraid of what I already know wants to kill me. They've been warning us all our lives that we are not safe, that our lives are disposable, that they want us gone, and I believe them. When they show us the targets, I tell them that I already know. After all, this is my body, my heart, my lungs. These parts of me are not always brave, but today they are. Today they have work to do and are strong enough to do it. Today is not their turn to stay in bed. In this community, it's hard enough to witness that there will always be one of us waking up to a morning like this one.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you to everybody that's been here and that's supporting, that is part of the movement. We really, really, really appreciate everyone for all the dope work. Yeah, this is dope. Fantastic. Yeah, that's it from DC, y'all. Yay. Okay. I don't know what to do next.
They are. Today they have work to do and are strong enough to do it. Today is not their turn to stay in bed. In this community, it's hard enough to witness that there will always be one of
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you to everybody that's been here and that's supporting, that is part of the movement. Really, really, really appreciate everyone for dope work. Yeah, this is dope. Fantastic. Yeah, that's it from DC, y'all. Yay. I don't know what to do next. They are. Today they have work to do and are strong enough to do it. Today is not their turn to stay in bed. In this community, it's hard enough to witness that there will always be one of Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody that's been here and that's supporting, that's part of the movement.
Hello, my name's Simon from San Pablo, San Francisco. Just really grateful to be a part of a community of artists that are doing this kind of work. Make sure you check out poetsforferguson.tumblr.com, and then I have a couple things I want to do. Blue gums, in my minutes, jigaboos, blacks, gator bait, bounty balls, field checkers, buskies, brownies, gollywalks, coons, pickaninnies, crows, darkies, sambos, 8-balls, groids, knickknacks, jungle bunnies, nigger, moolies, niglets, Oreos, stays, car babies, negresses, teapots, Uncle Tom's, Negroes, and soup. This is for you, for the welts and scars left from ancestral beatings, the silent tongues of a people lost, toreless spirits haunting dead calm seas, cursed beings and stigmatized people, we were brought here, broken here, reshaped into a race of unmentionables through the wrongs done to us. And they're so tangible that they bleed when you cut them. We are the manifestation of epistemological imagination. We are the scum on the bottom of America's foot, persistent in our consistency. They just can't get rid of our stench. Tokenized when the time is right, but chewed up and spit out like flavorless gum. From perpetuation of self-hatred and faux tribal violence, caged in a slave mentality. Our women seek inspiration, created in for assimilation, only to receive degradation. We live in a world where the Lord's house isn't even a safe home to be in, where the worth of a black man's life is worth no more than the cost of the bullets that took it away. The demons in our minds are skillfully playing pity violins. Young girls seek acknowledgement of their mind, told that they are only worth the size of their behind. Seems to be the next generation of pregnant teenage welfare queens with drug dealers for kings. We are a group of psychotic soldiers marching to a monotonous rhythm of pain, strife, and prejudice, hatred, self-loathing, and ultimate confusion because unlike others who have a place to call home, when we look in the mirror, we don't see who we are, where our heritage lies. No, we only see the world's perception of us, particles of black dust. Many people have tried for centuries to dissect the minds of black people, to dig deep into their psyche and scoop out the disgruntled books of our lifetime, and all of them have failed. I didn't come here to try again. Lord knows I wouldn't know where to begin. Perhaps I could start with first Ham, the reason why so many narrow-minded people believe we live in the color of sin. You see, Ham was the son of Noah, and Noah got straight wasted one night and was sitting up in the house naked, and Ham was like, damn, fuck, why you gotta be all nasty and naked? And Noah was like, damn, you catching me, one of God's chosen in a drunken people. I damn with the blackness. But what does that mean? I pushed you to be black? We were already in Africa, running along the Serengeti. What color were we then? Dark brown. Or an unwanted litter of kittens. The ship ride was so torturous that they were actually thankful to be on tainted land again. I wonder if they could smell the blood of the natives. Perhaps every footstep gave them visions of what their fate would be. And so they began a life of Sarah Bartman-like showing and toiling the dirt of what would be then the life of now. Welcome in the beautiful Jim Crow laws and black codes, segregation, intimidation, lack of education. Sound familiar, don't it? In the name of God, the white cavalry, also known as KKK, shows black folks their place, and it keeps going. Welcome to today's circus, where drug dealers are role models and so are video vixens, where young teenage girls give up the power between their thighs so that they can have 5-minute guys, where it's more important to fund wars than education, where smoking weed together is the closest thing families have to celebration, where there are more faces on t-shirts than in classrooms. What are you going to do? Shall we have a pity party? Bring the white man for our problems because we haven't taken the time out to solve them. How do you stop the Russian doll effect of our own self-hatred? You light, you dark, you got good hair, you got nappy hair, you think you white, you ignorant nigga, you live in a house, you live on Section 8, you drive a hoopty, you drive a Benz, you sell drugs, you on drugs, you. What about me? Fix yourself first. Teach your children to be proud of their heritage and respect themselves and others instead of trying to keep up with them. Grow up with them. Hell, they disrespect you, what they ask. Don't beat them to death now, but put they silly behind till they straight. I never came up in the project. My mother and my father did well. I lived in a good neighborhood in San Francisco, went to private schools, got a good education, got a master's. No one ever told me I was never going to be successful, but I had this gaping hole inside me. This gaping hole inside of me, likened to the hole that a fatherless child grows up with. I didn't know who I was, but instead of being real about it, I decided I was going to be someone else. Someone from the block separated my black life from my silver spoon world, let a double life into the imaginary world I created start to blend with reality. I thought I was tasting the best of both worlds, but I respected neither of them. Lost dear friends, and didn't even go to the hospital when I was too busy drinking vintage wine in my goddamn mansion. And for what? For what? What I did in the dark came to light. And I pray every night that I can be an example of someone coming out of the cave to educate their people, and I hope that unlike that famous story, I will not be a martyr, slain by my own kind, but I will be the catalyst for restructuring our broken culture. Before we need politics, church, or money, we need each other. We have to stop personifying the stereotypes often others have placed upon us, and we need to stop working within the confines of the stereotypes we place on others. We, of all people, should be the most tolerant, not the most racist. Men by men, stay with your children, or put a cap on it. Women, respect yourselves. Folks didn't burn balls for you to act crazy. Hip-hop artists, rappers, actors, ball players. For some odd reason, you are now teaching young people to act more than actual teachers. So take responsibility if you want to be a role model. Understand what that truly means and then live by it. Cut out the fake until you make a shit and just inspire kids to make it. But look, now I've been talking forever and haven't even covered half of the things afflicting the black community. Why is that? It's because this isn't a one-person conversation. It takes a village to raise a child, and we need to be a village and re-raise ourselves. We were once strong and beautiful and proud. We can't get that back together. Individualistic societies don't course through our blood. We are members of a greater tribe, and if we don't get it together now, we will surely perish and have only ourselves, not white people, not anyone else but ourselves to blame. You know, that was the first little piece, and then I have a short other little one with different topic to give you guys, and then I'll let the folks keep going on and being wonderful. They say when performing an exorcism, your greatest power comes from knowing the name of your demon. But they do not tell you that that name will burn the recesses of your throat and swell the tongue until you choke on your own I can'ts. Because the demon is someone you know. And yet today, I am calling you out, demon. Traces of your stigmata leave circular reminders of the day you made a bed into a cross and crucified me. Mark 1, the invitation. Silky solicitation, tapping into my creative innovation. You were a DJ, master of the mixes. So you mixed your intended pleasure with my ignorant business. Mark 2, the come inside. Technique 1200 set up on the side. My entry left me vulnerable and wide-eyed. Mark 3, the locked doors, the hushed silence. The now this is no longer a game. Trapped rat in a barbed wire box. Mark 4, the get down. Engulfed lips drown out, stifled cries. Invisible tears scream with whys I had known you once. Mark 5, the spear to the side. The you won't tell, right? The no one can know. That day was the day I may have lost my virginity to a single digit. The same index finger used to spin records on a turntable, scratch the vinyl of my innermost secret, keeping poetic tragedies on repeat. So no one tells you that when bent backwards with a crown of shame on your head, that speaking the name of this demon is the last thing you want to do because you don't want to admit that it happened to you. Shallow breaths escape as I try to retrace my steps, but I could have never guessed that once the man that was an angel has now been possessed. Yet here comes the point. When the darkness can't hold you anymore. Dry evening remnants of repressed memories like rusty nails from the pit of my stomach. Your name indeed escaped my dry, cracked lips, thrown at the foot of God, writhing under the muck you created, cleansed by secret bloods, resurrected from the depths of my despair to right here, right now. And you, still being where I left you. The voices you created to act as stumbling blocks can no longer override that of the one that created me. So I am baptizing myself in newfound love. In the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit, I wholeheartedly rebuke you and your presence from my life. And you better be listening. Amen. And that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for having me. Again, make sure you check out poetsforferguson.tumblr.com. Make sure you also get on out there and help out with the campaign. Keep raising funds. It's going to something really great.